you have to use dining table as an office?
No.
Mind shifting your paraphernalia, then?
What the goose? Okay.
What's up with you?
What do you mean? What's up with me?
Why so polite all of a sudden?
Oh, for God's sake, drop it.
Drop you. Find me all big enough. Drop you right in it. And you can stop your sighing. If anybody should be sighing round here, it should be me.
What the devil's the matter with you? How many times have I got to tell you the reason that Elsie and me didn't go to the Gatsby last night is because it started tippling down with rain? What do you expect us to do, get soaking wet?
Oh, heavens, no. I wouldn't want you to put yourself out on my account.
For God's sake.
And don't give us that routine. It wasn't raining all night, was it?
No, it wasn't raining all night, but that wasn't the end of it. She had a headache, didn't she?
Oh, she had. She made that perfectly clear. She couldn't stand the noise, meaning my singing.
She wasn't talking about your singing. She was talking about your drummer down there. Well, let's face it, it doesn't exactly rock you to sleep now, does he?
Any more excuses while you're on at it?
No, there are no more excuses. We were going to start out, in spite of Elsie's headache. But we sat down, we had a drink, we had a chat. I looked at the clock, it was nearly 11 o'clock. I thought, what's the point? You'd have been on.
11 o'clock. I left you at 7:45.
I don't know whether you noticed, but time has a habit of flying.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. It certainly does, especially when you're enjoying yourself.
To hear you talk, you'd think that Elsie and me planned it.
And what's so daft about that?
If that's what you think, you better get your bags packed and hop it.
I would if I didn't need the flaming money.
Stanley, this might sound like a daft question, but why have we washed a load of laundry that your Hilda has already washed?
You cheeky devil, you stood beside me when I pushed it in, didn't you?
True, but didn't I say it didn't look very mucky? And did you or did you not say, well, bang it in anyway, or words to that effect?
Well, how was I to know?
True. I'll tell you what, Stan, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that, but I don't think your Hilda will. After all, it was her that got it dazzling white, including a pair of blue socks.
Look, stop joking, will you? This is serious.
Stanley, I know it's serious. I know it's serious. A load of washing that has been washed twice in the last 24 hours is standing there back to being dirty again.
It was kicked all over the floor, wasn't it?
Well, just be grateful it wasn't you. You won't fit in a washer.
Our Hilda, she's only a small one, but she's a devil when she's roused.
Oh, true.
And not only our Hilda, that Ruby, what's her name, Green.
Well, fair's fair, Stanley. I mean, it is her laundry, and you have had it over a fortnight. She must be feeling the draft in some very funny places, I can tell you.
Well, we better get cracking then.
Oh, no rush. Let's do it scientific.
What do you mean, scientific?
Well, let's just look at it for a bit and see if anything presents itself, you know.
All right.
What are you doing, hypnotising it?
Oh, hello, Chuck.
Oh, hello, Chuck. It'll not get done by looking at it, you know.
I've just been saying the very same thing myself, Mrs. O. Come on, Stanley. Into the valley of death.
All right.
Right, bung them in. Close the hatch. Periscope down. Dive, dive, dive.
What do we do now? I've forgotten.
Computer program, A-OK. Right, at the count of 3, activate.
Do you mean switch on?
Oh, don't show your ignorance, Stanley. Of course I mean switch on. Right.
Right.
1, 2, 3. Is the plug in?
Yeah.
All right, let's try it again. Switch off. Right, after 3. You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Washer's bust.
Ah. Well, you'll just have to do what I've had to do for the past 33 years. Wash it by hand.
Hey,
Oh, don't worry. Just look under the sink. You'll find some of that stuff they use on the telly. Your hands will finish up as soft as your face.
Morning.
Oh, hello, Emily.
It's rather like bringing coals to Newcastle, but I brought you these. At least they have the merit of being free and in view of your impending removal.
That kind, Rita.
Ah. Watch you don't get mixed up with new ones. I don't want folk round here saying I'm selling old stock.
No, it's very kind of you. Thank you, Emily. Oh, it's nothing really. They were cluttering up the place anyway, and You never know, you might just find a good idea in there somewhere.
Like how to make a three-piece suite out of an old car.
Yes. How are things going then?
Fine. The Building Society are sending their surveyor along today, so shouldn't be long before Derek and me are signing on the dotted line.
Isn't it exciting? And you don't mind the idea of living alone in a strange house?
Doesn't matter whether she minds or not, does it? She won't be alone for long.
Why not?
I was going to ask the same thing.
Well, I keep telling her. Derek's not going to sign his life away for now, is he? Give him a week, he'll be moving in. Not much fun paying the expenses without the comforts.
Oh, Rita.
Never mind, old Rita. They're all the same, every cotton-picking one of them.
Oh, I'm sure that's not true. Derek's too kind and considerate to harbour thoughts of that kind.
Is he? Cast your mind back. You used to say the same about your husband before you knew any better.
What's the matter?
I don't know. Someone must have upset her.
That loaf is green mouldy. If you don't believe me, look for yourself.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah, it is. I am for that. I thought I was seeing things for a minute.
No, don't be sarky. It doesn't become you. Anyway, I'm not going to lose a good customer. I'm off for the sake of a loaf. Yeah, you must spend all the 50p a week in here.
Oh, I am the rest.
Told me to remind you, luncheon meat.
All right, tin of luncheon meat, please.
You better make it two. You know what me and Susie are.
Make it 50p a week. Have you ever tried to feed two gannets, you?
No, I don't know where they put it. If I ate like they do, I'd look like outside.
It's Elsie. She runs us ragged. There's nothing like housework for keeping the weight off, is there, Elsie?
How would you know?
Caught you.
Hey. Open that and give yourself a nice surprise.
You've done it again, haven't you? You've left that shop with nobody in.
I haven't left the shop with nobody. I've left Steve there till you get back.
Steve! Maureen Hickson's coming for a jump soon.
So, she'll drag him in the fitting room with her. Open that when you're told.
Hey!
Oh, hey, had a rise, have you?
This happens to be a private conversation. Right, I'm going down to tell Ian I'm not speaking to her. I'll meet you in the Rovers, all right?
Okay. Nothing's sacred with some people.
Did it take you back?
Doesn't it, Joe?
Good morning.
lad.
Hey, what happened to you last night?
You mind your own Fleming business.
I'm sorry, it was a polite enough question.
Where should she have been?
Well, the idea was that Len should bring her down to the gas.
Do you mind not discussing me behind my back or even in front of my face, for that matter? In fact, don't discuss me at all, will you, please?
Well, in that case, a jar of bramble jelly, please.
Is that all I'm getting?
That is all you get.
Enjoying yourself, Hilda?
Oh, not half. It's better than Sunday night at the Palladium, this lot. Just look at them. Right pair of comics. They make Morecambe and Wise look like a couple of Undertaker's labourers.
Why don't you go for a drink? Let the skivvies get on with it. Like they would.
Ah, well, I'd like to, but I think I'll hang on. You see, this line's going to snap any minute, and I wouldn't miss that for the world.
I hope you're joking.
Well, you'll not know, will you, till it snaps?
She's got a right sadistic streak, your missus, hasn't she?
How do you think I got me bad back?
Oh, I'll have to go. They'll be complaining to women's lib next.
Oh, they will, won't they?
Oh, things are moving then at long last.
Oh, how do?
You might. Well, when am I going to get this lot back?
Later on today.
Guaranteed.
Can you guarantee out with fellas?
I can with my own.
Oh, think yourself lucky. Well,
It's taken me all my time to recognise as it's mine, seeing as I've not clapped eyes on it since Lord knows when.
It's only been a fortnight.
I can top and bottom house in a fortnight. If you can't do it faster than this, you shouldn't take in washing.
for your information, madam, some washing takes longer than others, on account of there's more muck to get rid of.
Cheeky devil. You get this lot back round our house before tea time, washed and ironed, else I'll knock that grin off your face.
Fred, wash me a few pint pots, will you?
Aye, all right.
Hey, how's Mavis getting on with her house?
I'm dead. She's beside herself, isn't she?
Never out else, is she? It's always ends in tears.
Not true.
Hey, would you be in my greatness quick? You've taken a pint away. I haven't finished it yet.
Go on. You've got to admire him for his cheek. Give him another pint, Becky.
Yeah, right. Hey, how is it you're giving the orders and I'm supposed to be senior barmaid?
I don't know. It's funny, isn't it? There must be a moral in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Just ask next time, eh?
Well, you're getting another one, aren't you, councillor? Don't push your luck, eh?
He's like Albert Taplock before his time.
Aren't we all? Yes, my dears.
2 Bacardis and a Coke. 1 Coke will do.
You're coming it a bit, aren't you?
It's not every day you get a rise, is it?
Love, it's not every year I get one.
And And one for Mike. What do you like, Mike? You did say we could call you Mike, didn't you?
Did I?
Yeah, you did, Mike.
Oh, yeah. The usual, please, Ben. What have I done to deserve this?
Oh, go on, you know.
Yeah, it was very nice of you, seeing as that was unexpected as well.
Oh, the rise. Yeah, well, you're doing well. You deserve it. Forgiven, Emma?
Forgiven? What for? You haven't done anything yet.
Well, you never gave me a chance, did you?
Oh, that'd be a fine thing, wouldn't it?
The chance? Yes, it would, wouldn't it? Well, what are you looking at me like that? Oh, come on, then. Cheer up, cheer up.
What are you having, love?
Well, I don't think we're better in view of you know what.
Eh?
Well, you remember last night, don't you?
Oh, that.
Is she still very upset? Yeah, well, let's play it cool. We don't want any more trouble, do we?
See the little intrigue, did you?
What, Mark Baldwin and the girls?
No, not him. He never does hotels. Elsie and Len.
They're not even together.
I know they're not together. And what's more intriguing than a married fella talking to his old girlfriend all the time?
Not talking to.
Go to the top of the class and keep your eyes wide open. This could be the start of something bad, but very interesting.
You haven't hopped it, then?
No?
Are we going to have a drink before I have my dinner? Let's see if I'm getting any dinner.
Why do you make me so mad?
I don't. It's your red hair.
You're doing it again, you know, don't you?
Sorry.
I should flaming think so and all.
Are we going to have a drink, then?
What about your dinner?
We'll go to the Chinese takeaway and get a couple of 36s, eh?
Turn the stove off.
It started to rain just this minute.
So what? I'm not as nesh as some folks I could mention.
What for? Well, was he awful, then?
No, it tasted like...
What?
Oh. Aye.
What did you have, then?
No, thanks. Just come in for a quiet drink with me, ever loving. Getting the vibrations, eh?
Mine not.
Serve them, then. Keep your ears wagging.
You asked it again?
Don't fight it, Betty. I'm just a natural-born leader.
Watch this way, dear.
Hey, I've been watching you.
And do I get the part? I'm £2 a week cheaper than Liz Taylor, you know.
Listen, there's something going on, isn't there? There's something going on between Len Fairclough and Elsie Howard.
Shame on you, Fred. Coming the old woman. You don't get your pleasures out of things like that. You get them out of things like football. Go and get your little rattle.
Aye, and I get no pleasure out of seeing Rita two-timed either. Tell you that for nothing.
Oh, is he nursing a secret passion, then?
She's all right, is Rita. She deserves a bit of happiness. More than I can say for a lot more around here.
Thank you.
What do you think, Stan? How about taking it up as a way of life?
What's it?
I'm not talking about boozing. That only makes you fat. Neither of us need that.
Taking in washing to make a living.
Ah, pushing buttons in a laundrette, you know. Correction, not even pushing buttons, just standing there and watching the money come into your hand.
But where do we get the cash to start with?
We don't need any. The machine people provide that, you see. We pay them back on a drip. All we've got to have is a couple of good references and a reputation for fair dues. Yeah, I think we'd better stick to winter cleaning.
Would you believe? First time out, the blooming thing won't open.
Hey, don't open that in here. It's bad luck.
Well, I've not had enough. I'm wet through.
I'm warning you.
That's it.
Hey, it's raining.
The flaming washing.
Aren't some people superstitious?
Oh, clothes horse is in the front room. I should watch it, though, because it's got a very nasty habit of collapsing. I've asked my husband to mend it for us, but you know what he's like.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're a daft devil, you know.
Am I?
Yeah. I mean, how could I cheat on anyone who can make spare ribs like these?
Charlie Wong made them.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, love. I've fallen for Charlie Wong.
You think all you have to do is turn on the charm, don't you?
No.
Oh, yes, you do. Well, let me tell you something. I'll say it once and I won't mention it again. I'll never stop watching you. Not because I don't trust you. If I don't trust you, it's because of my weaknesses, not yours. And not just that. I don't trust my own luck. If anything good ever happens to me, I can never quite believe it. So you'll have my beady eye on you. For life. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? If you're selling something, we've got it.
I brought you washing.
What washing?
Your wife's washing. Here.
Next door, Mrs. Green.
Oh, I thought perhaps...
Well, I'm not, am I?
No, no.
I've seen them hung up online, haven't I?
Aye, good job.
Well, would you believe it? My long lost washing.
I'll send a ring this after.
Hmm.
It'll cost you £1.
Bayek, you've got cheek at devil.
That was the agreement.
Aye, before I knew my washing would be out of fashion, before I got it back. Never let a fella do your washing for you, Harry. They're about as good at it as they are at everything else.
Now then, Rube.
Present company accepted, of course. That reminds me. I know where I've seen you. You're a pal of hers from number 19, aren't you?
Well, sort of, you know.
Sort of? That's not what she says. Fancy a cup of tea?
No, thanks. I'm in a hurry.
Fancy a cup of tea, Harry?
I won't mind, but,
Oh, it goes nowhere these days, does it? It's like candy floss, just vanishes before your very eyes.
It's inflation, Hilda. Surely you've heard of inflation.
What, living with Stan? Oh, haven't I just? He's had it for years, fat lump.
Guess how I know who you're talking about?
'Cause you're another.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just well made. Anyway, I didn't come here to talk about my physical attributes. I came to tell you that I've dispatched your husband off to Inkerman Street, complete with the washing.
Good.
And he did say that he would invite me for tea, like, if it was all right with you, you know.
Well, it isn't. That right?
Yeah, just.
Do you know, I told him you'd say that. Ta-da.
Cheeky devil.
You're pushing it to this, aren't you, Hilda? Having your Stan roaming around Inkerman Street.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. No, a couple of years ago, maybe, when he were more active, you know, but he's too flaming idle to be unfaithful these days.
Which is more than can be said for one husband, not a million miles from here.
Oh, yeah? Who's that, then?
Now, Hilda.
Well, it's not the Langtons, 'cause they're away, and it can't be the Bishops. Am I right so far? Well, that leaves Fairclough and Rio, Rita.
I'm saying nothing.
Oh. Who is it? Him? What's he been up to?
No, don't ask me. But you live next door, girl, listening.
Next door? Elsie Howard lives next door to me.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that, should I?
Lem Fairclough and Elsie Howard. Bayek.
Haven't you got nothing better to do, the pair of you? Isn't it bad enough a woman sitting at home without not knowing that her husband's cheating on her, without all the neighbourhood gossip yapping on? Well, stick your flaming shop.
What have we said?
Bloody did I know.
Did they say when? Oh, well, that's not too long to wait. Yes, I shall have to go as well. I'm being watched. Bye.
You'll be getting me a bad name.
It's all right. Derek knows you.
Oh, that makes it a lot better. I gather you haven't got your valuation yet.
No, Derek's just been into the Building Society. They should have it tomorrow.
Then it's all systems go.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to move in. By myself.
I were a bit nasty this morning, weren't I?
A bit, yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. I've been having a bad time, but you'll be glad to know it's all over.
Well, I am glad, as a matter of fact. I don't like seeing you down in the dumps.
Well, you're the only one. No, I must stop that. There are others. Well, one anyway. Hello, Fred, what can I do for you?
Oh, I just called about that little personal matter you asked me to say to Rita.
I'm just nipping upstairs for a minute. Will you give me a shout if you want me?
What little personal matter?
No, I just said that to get rid of her. Look, Rita, I don't quite know how to put this.
Whatever's wrong?
Well, look, Rita, folk are talking about you and Len, and, well, they're all at it.
Talking about me, Len, and who?
And Elsie Howard. Look, Rita, I know there's nought in it. It's just that, well, I don't like that sort of thing when they're talking about you.
There is nought in it, and I don't like it either. But won't make it any better by making a fuss about it, will it?
No, well, I thought you ought to know. I mean, I don't done the same for anybody.
Yeah, I know you would, but like I say, there's nought to talk about, but that won't stop this lot. They've nought better to do.
No.
Well, thanks for being so thoughtful.
Well, do you want me to try to find out who's doing all the talking?
No, it wouldn't matter. I could guess anyway.
Well, anyway, I'll keep my ear to the ground, eh?
Yeah.
I just thought you ought to know, Rita.
Thanks.
Ta.
Yeah.
So what did she say?
Oh, she said she's going to go on watching me. Although she knows she's got nothing to watch. Don't worry, she's over it.
You know your women, don't you, Fairclough?
I know you.
Oh, yeah? Famous last words.
Been comforting Rita, have you?
Yeah, I saw her earlier on, yeah.
That's it. Let's have an orgy while we're at it.
In the shop.
Then I'll send me Christmas present list. Only we don't want any duplications, do we? I mean, I'd looked after with a Rolls Royce on each foot, wouldn't I?
You look daft enough without.
Can I have a word with you, miss?
Yeah.
Look, now we're pals here, what about coming out, eh? No hassles, no fuss, no standing me up, just a meal and a few jokes.
Why not?
Gotta work something out. Flying a few strawberries or something.
Hi.
Now you know me. I'm the one that asks all the embarrassing questions.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching you, watching me, and may I say there's absolutely nought going on.
Well, if that's nought, I wish nought was happening to me. Come on, Elsie. Let's be having you. There's definitely something going on. And I'll tell you something else. You're enjoying every minute of it. I want to nag her.
Where are you going to?
I know there's nothing going on. I said last night. I ain't been sniggered at.
Why you?
Hilda Ogden ain't but 6.
Hilda Ogden always sniggers. She was born like that.
OK. Fred G.
What's Porky Boy been saying?
Oh, along the same lines as Hilda Ogden and Renee Bradshaw and her sidekick, Bet Lynch.
Tell me what Fred G's been saying.
Well, not so much saying as hinting. There was something going on between you and Elsie.
Protecting your interests, was he?
Well, somebody has to, if my husband won't.
Look, Rita, nobody's making a fool of you, either in front of you or behind your back, so just ignore it. That's all you can do.
Of course. None of this would have happened if you and her hadn't stayed together here all night.
We've been here all night. We're only here a couple of hours.
I'm just pointing out, if they are gossiping, you are the one that gave them cause.
All right, then next time I have a drink or a chat with an old mate of mine, I'll put an advert in the Gazette. Well, I didn't know it was such a world-shattering event.
You can joke about it.
I am.
Well, how would you feel if it were me and another fella they were churning on about? How would you feel about that?
Well, it depends on if there was out to it.
Oh, so they can say what they like about me as long as it's not true.
You know, arguing with you is a bit like trying to get the toothpaste back into the tube.
I'm talking about pride and respect. Don't you care?
Oh, what do you want me to do? All right, next time I'm in the Rovers, I'll pour a pint over Elsie's head. Will that suit?
It might.
Well, all I know is if it was me, I'd be dead offended.
And if he tried to rape you, you'd take that as a compliment?
There's a lot of stages between that and a good night kiss.
Yes, and I don't want any of them performing on my front doorstep, thank you very much.
Oh, you needn't worry on her account. Mike Baldwin didn't even try to kiss a good night. Well, would you believe a peck on the cheek?
Look, next time I'll invite you to jump in the back of the car. It's much more convenient than through the parlour window.
Is there going to be a next time?
I don't know and I don't care.
Oh, well, it's obvious, isn't it?
Don't ask her what's obvious.
I'm not.
Don't.
I won't.
It's obvious Mike Baldwin doesn't fancy her. Likely found that out last night.
Thank you for your diagnosis, Doctor.
Oh, well, he probably likes you for the odd night out. I mean, you might be daft, but at least you're not boring like some he's been out with. Like Terry Clayton. for
Oh,
instance.
did we have to bring her name into it? My ulcers were just beginning to forget that little episode.
Look, whether he's after my mind or my body, both or neither, I don't know and I don't mind. I went out with him, I had a good time, far better than staying and listening to you moan. And that's it. End of story, right?
Oh, yeah?
And I'm not going to break my flipping heart if it's not, if that's what you're hoping for.
Well, you've got me all wrong. I'm only trying to protect you as your best friend.
I'd rather be protected by a boa constrictor. Now, are you coming to work or are you staying here all day to knit your eyelashes?
What I can't understand is a fella with Mike Baldwin's reputation not even trying to make a pass. Must be because he doesn't fancy you.
Or because he fancies her rotten.
You've got a nerve. I'm not procuring for you.
Only asked you to find me a bird.
I know what you asked me to find.
Listen, there's nothing unnatural about that, you know. All I want is an understanding Judy, built, well, between 18 and 35, and I'm prepared to be elastic about the last bit.
Broad-minded, sense of humour, don't want a fortune spending on her, place of her own.
There you are, you're getting his drift.
Eddie, face it. Any girl who's got all that's not going to look at you.
Why are you always so rotten to me?
I don't know, it just comes out natural. Eddie, I can't go putting a card in my window advertising for a woman for you.
Why not?
Because that's not what it's for. It's for second-hand prams and daily helps and garages to rent.
Yeah, but I don't want a pram or a chair or a garage. I want someone to take out.
Oh, morning. Well, what about them introduction agencies?
Nah, you end up spending a fortune. You get nothing at the end of it, you know.
Dances? Well, they still have them, don't they? And that's how the birds and the bees got together in my day. Derek, remind me, how did you and Mavis go on a collision course?
Oh, how did we meet? Well, you remember, I came in here one day to ask for some directions. We got talking about my job and things sort of developed from there.
That's it. Get a job as a rep like him, and you two could walk into an Aladdin's cave of desirable women. I suppose you want a word with Mavis.
Well, I was hoping to have a word with her, yes.
I was hoping to have more than that from her, like a morning's work.
She's not here.
Not unless she's tucked up in one at Toffee Jars.
Oh, well, she did say she was going to call in the house and do some measuring up.
Marvellous, isn't it? Here's me with a gob on me like the Mersey Tunnel can't even get a date with a bird. Him, who wouldn't say boo to a goose, has got one living with him.
Mavis and I are not going to live together. Whatever gave you that idea?
Oh, I'm sorry. Congratulations in order, Hardy. Making it legal, are you? Quite right, too. Do you know, I've always been a bit old-fashioned in that respect myself. You see, me mum and dad lived over the brush, but it never brought them any luck. They just got me.
We are not getting married either.
Hang on, you are buying this house together. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong, but we are buying it together, and that is all.
Oh, I see. That's the story you're putting out like the cover. Very wise.
No, we haven't got a cover. Mavis and I are buying the house together. She will live in it, I will not.
Oh, well, please yourself. I mean, we're all broad-minded. You're both consenting adults. I mean, I don't care if you're making Chinese lanterns. Chinese lanterns. See ya.
Do people really think that's what we have in mind, Mavis and me?
He's not people, he's Eddie Yates.
But has anyone else said anything? Indicated anything similar?
Oh, well, people around here are prone to jump into their own conclusions. I mean, I know to my own cost.
In other words, they have.
Well, yeah, I'm afraid so.
Well, thank you for telling me. Thank you very much.
I thought you wanted a word with Mavis.
And you see, that's our Damien, all ready to go off to school in his new uniform. Doesn't he look smart?
You know, I don't care what you say. I do like uniforms. I remember my Billy's first little school blazer. He was so proud of the badge on the pocket with the school motto.
What did it say? Up Newton and Ridley's?
And that's Jane, I suppose.
Oh, yeah. Gonna be a film star when she grows up, that one. That's her top model. Ooh, blue eyes she's got the size of saucers.
Really? Takes after her mother's side, I presume.
Didn't he come into the shop today, then?
I told you, just for a few minutes.
Well, are you see him again? I mean, didn't he mention last night?
No, he didn't. I didn't expect him to in a shop full of customers.
I see.
What do you see?
Oh, nothing.
You fancy yourself as an amateur psychiatrist, don't you?
I
You're
do.
just as bad as Potter.
I do, Chuck. But when it comes to fellas, I'm no amateur.
Are you coming down to do any work? Or have I to put a notice on door saying this cafe closes for dinner?
Just come in. Oh, doing up a house does take a lot of organising.
Well, organise all you want, Flower, but do it in your own time, eh? Oh, Derek called?
Oh, did he leave a message?
No, more an impression.
Oh, Rita, you can be maddening. Honestly, if I were a physical sort of person, I could hear you.
Oh, you wouldn't. No, I get the impression he don't like being talked about.
In what respect? Who's been talking about him?
Oh, not just him. Both of you. It's this nesting bit.
What is there to talk about? I mean, we both know what we're doing. We're not a couple of silly children.
Well, I'm very glad to hear it. In that case, you won't come running to Auntie Rita to fight your battles for you, will you? Because I've got battles of my own. I've run out.
In the car.
Well, I didn't think you meant on a skateboard.
Nice little pub, Anna.
Log fire?
Even if I have to chop the logs myself.
All right.
Right, pick you up what, 7:30?
Oh, no, could you make it 8 o'clock? I've got a few things to do first.
Do you want to come as well, do you?
What do you suppose you'd do if I did?
Nothing very terrible.
I'd get the sack for starters.
Now, why is it everyone's got such a low opinion of me?
Well, all that's going to change now, isn't it? I mean, now you're going to have a nice sort of girl.
See ya.
You can't wait to get home and tell that little pal of yours, can you?
Doesn't fancy me, indeed.
Ah, well. That's Mrs. Walker with a cheese on toast to William McKee her feet up for half an hour.
I mean, it's getting more like they're changing the flipping guard here every day.
Well, there has to be some sort of a rota system, Eddie. What if we all went for dinner at the same time?
Hey, what a great idea. The first self-service pub in the country.
Trust you to think of that.
Hey, talking about great ideas, why don't we form a club?
Who did you have in mind?
Well, me and Freddie Frog here.
Fancy being one of the kinky threesome, Bet?
Not with you and him as the other two kinds, no, Tart.
Well, can I join?
No.
Why not?
Because it's a lonely arts club. You're not a lonely ass, are you? I'll tell you what, when your stand falls off the ladder, I'll send you an application form.
Hey, who's lonely anyway?
Well, I am.
I'm not. Fred's not. Are you not, Fred?
Yeah, but I mean, we're all on our Todd, aren't we?
Best place to be, judging from some of the samples of togetherness that I've been seeing lately.
Oh, you mean the fair clubs? Hey, have you heard any more lately?
Now, Hilda, don't start that again.
Oh, she didn't start it, did she?
Oh, you blame Elsie Alden, all, do you?
Oh, well, I'm not prepared to discuss that, Hilda.
What's it to do with Fred, anyway?
He's upset on behalf of poor, innocent little Rita. I mean, she needs his protection, like I need all instead.
Fred, get us a bit of lemon, will you, love?
I'm sorry. You'll have to go to the bar.
I beg your pardon?
It's bar service only.
Since when?
Since now, I'm not a flipping waiter.
Well, what are you then, Fred?
Something wrong, is there?
All right, are you going to get me that bit of lemon, or are you not?
You can sit there till you're blue in the face. I'm not getting it, Mrs. Howard.
What's up?
I think Fred flipped his lid. He just refused to serve me with a bit of lemon.
Well, you know why, don't you?
No.
He thinks you're causing trouble for Rita. Your little game's getting a bit out of hand, love. Now, what do you want?
A bitter lemon.
Hey, it'll be a right rave up, that, won't it?
There's no law says you can't enjoy yourself just because you're over 60.
Oh, I'm not taking a mickey, Squire, I mean it. Some of these old dears know how to have a better knees up than the young charts.
Sounds like you're off women.
I think they're off me. Don't seem to be having much luck lately. I can't seem to score, if you know what I mean.
Well, perhaps you're trying too hard.
Yeah, you're right. Listen, I'll give you a hand with that.
What?
Well, you'll need help, won't you? I mean, with Mrs. Sharple's being away, Uncle Albert won't bear the full brunt, will he?
Uncle Albert won't even move a chair unless I send in a written application or bribe him with a double rum.
Well, they are. Anything you want, I'll do. I must warn you, though, I'm no good at making fairy cakes.
Oh, I think we can manage to find somebody else to make those. OK, you're on.
Right.
Come inside. We'll sort out a plan of campaign.
Hey, what are you doing here if my missus finds you
Don't
here?
you start. You're on your own, aren't you?
Yeah, why? What's the matter?
Flaming Fred G.
What about him?
He insulted me in front of the whole of the Rovers. He refused to serve me.
He can't do
Well,
that.
he did.
Why did he
Well,
refuse
according
you?
to Bet, it was because I upset your poor little wife.
Since when it's been his business?
Oh, he's made it his business. He's always had a crush on her ever since he first met her.
That's the second time today that fat fella's name's cropped up. Hey, did Rita...
No, of course she didn't. Even she's got more taste than that. But he's got enough passion for two of them.
Passion?
Well, the unrequited sort.
How do you know this?
Oh, don't be daft, Len. Walls have ears, especially round here.
Well, he's got nothing to be upset about. You didn't upset Rita.
Oh, didn't I?
No.
Oh.
Well, don't sound so disappointed.
As if. No, you and I both know we weren't playing footsie, but it might have been a bit of a giggly. Folk round here thought we did. But now it's got to stop, especially what's happened in the Rovers. Somebody's got to put a stop to it.
Don't worry. I'll sort Fred out. For all of us.
Hello, Mrs. Walker. How's the migraine?
Well, copable with, just.
Look, you pop through there, put your feet up. We're managing fine here.
Yeah, apart from one little spot of bother, that is. Oh, there's definitely going to be trouble there.
Where precisely?
Look, Mrs. Walker, I'll just pop in the cellar, get another crate of light bottles, eh?
What's wrong? Is something going on?
Not a thing, Mrs. Walker, is there not, Hilda?
Oh, no, it's just something out, really.
You go back and get your head down, Mrs. Walker.
Do you know, I think I will. One can be too much of a stoic for one's own good.
Hilda, do us a favour. Nip across to the factory and get one of the girls to sew your gob up for you.
Oh, I know you don't mean that.
I do.
Hello, love. Hello. How do you mean exactly?
Well, no, what I was...
Pint of bitter and a lager, please.
Right. If you smile at me nicely.
Can we...
Oh.
No, what I was saying was you being a man on your own, you must have some kind of experience of this sort of thing yourself.
Oh, well, we're fair game, aren't we, Derek? I mean, you've only got to help a woman along with a coat and they've got you halfway married.
And buying a house for the lady is a rather more positive gesture.
Oh, in most folks' eyes, you're as good as at the altar.
And Mavis's eyes, too.
Eh?
Nothing.
Hi. Have you made an honest woman of Mavis yet, Mr. Wilton?
I said 8 o'clock.
Oh, I just popped in to tell you I changed my mind.
Terrific. That means I can sit and watch the late film.
No, I mean about the run out. Well, the weather's not too good. It looks a bit foggy, so I thought, well, might as well eat in town.
Oh, no.
Well, what's wrong?
Well, I don't fancy getting tarted up for one of them posh restaurants of yours. I want to wear my jeans.
You're always in jeans. What's wrong with a skirt?
She's not got the legs for 'em. I have got superb legs. I just like to dress casual. Anyway, it's good for business.
We're not going out on business. Strictly pleasure.
Well, couldn't we stick to the original plan and take a drive into the country? I mean, there's some pubs just half an hour away. Oh, then we can go to a disco.
A disco? You don't really want to.
I do want to.
Well, you mean to tell me you'd rather jump around, have your eardrums dented, than have good food, conversation?
There's plenty of time for conversation when I'm your age.
All right, you win. See you at 8.
Oh, and don't wear a collar and tie. You go a bit far. I get away with it, don't I?
You know, I'm beginning to wonder which one of you needs protecting.
Neither of us, love. We're both adult people. If you want to worry about somebody, worry about yourself.
Hey, sunshine.
Place him down.
Couldn't say a thing, innit? Well, it's daft, innit? 3 handsome fellas like us not looking forward to Christmas. I mean, we should be having a ball. We should be on a cruise or something, shouldn't we?
That's an idea. Yeah, you know, I've often thought about going away for Christmas, but, well, it doesn't seem right, does it? Home is the place for Christmas.
No matter how lonely and miserable it is.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know what I've always fancied for Christmas?
What?
An hamper.
For what?
You know, them food hampers. You see them advertised.
Oh, yes, I know, yes. They come in a wicker basket, and they always contain a whole roast pheasant stuffed with liver patty and burgundy wine jelly.
Yeah, and they have rum and brandy fruitcake.
That's right, and real turtle soup.
Yeah, and turkey's
Oh,
delight.
shut up, will you? I only had 2 fish fingers for my tea.
Anyway, that's what I'd like for Christmas. I'd really like one of them.
Well, maybe he's got one for you this year. Who? Father Christmas.
Hey, you never know, do you?
Well, I'm glad you've finally decided to take me serious. You can't entirely blame Fred.
I think you've been nattering at me for 2 days. Do you want me to do something about it, or don't you?
I do, but because I asked you, not because she did.
It's because you've both been on at me, if you want to know. Left to me, I'd have ignored the whole flaming issue.
What are you going to do?
Have a word with Fred.
Hey, I want you to stop gossip, not start fresh.
Just leave it to me.
Oh, you'll handle it tactful, won't you?
I'll handle it.
But I don't understand. Is it a promotion, do you mean?
No, not exactly. They're putting me in charge of another area.
Well, if it's not a promotion, then what's the point?
Powers that be.
But why now, all of a sudden?
Oh, it's been on the cards for some time.
You never mentioned it before.
I didn't think it would really happen.
Well, can't you say no?
Maybe that wouldn't create a very good impression, would it? I do have my career to think of.
Well, what about the house? I mean, we've got the house to think of now.
No, but it's not as if we made a firm commitment, is it?
Oh, Derek, I've put out a lot of money in surveyor's fees. Now, I've told Mrs. Ashbrook that we're definitely having it. She's moving out next month.
Not actually signed yet.
And I mean, only today I was thinking if we work very hard, then we might have it ready for the new year. No, I was going to throw a little New Year party.
Mavis, I'm sorry. Truly. These things happen.
Do they?
Yes.
You're really backing out, aren't you?
No, I'm not. Don't be silly.
Well, why then?
I've told you, they're moving me.
But what difference does that make? I mean, you're only helping me buy the house. It's not
Well, I
as if
shall
you...
need the money for other purposes now,
What
won't I?
purposes?
Well, the new area's further away. I shall have to find alternative accommodation nearer the work. I won't be able to stop with my mother so much now.
Oh, your mother. She's behind all this, isn't she? She's found out and she's stopped you.
Well, I had to tell her, didn't I? Couldn't keep it a secret.
Oh, no, you can't keep anything secret from your precious mother.
Mavis, please, don't talk of my mother like that.
Interfered and she's just spoiled everything, and I was so looking forward to it, the first real home.
Well, perhaps you can still have it.
Oh, I can't afford it. Oh, Derek, what's the use? If you won't fight it, then I certainly can't.
Mavis, it's not so terrible. I mean, having a house is a big responsibility. It's not exactly as if you won't have a home. You've still got this nice, cosy little place. And I'm sure Rita and Len will let you stop here if you explain to them.
Derek, please don't back out.
I'm not backing out. It's just... circumstances have changed. Mavis?
Will you please go?
What?
I said, will you please go now? Go on, please.
Mavis, I'm sorry you're taking it like this. I really am sorry.
By the way, this new territory, where exactly is it? You didn't say.
Oh, didn't I?
No.
Well, it's sort of... Birkenhead.
Come on, let's have your glasses, please.
We're off. Come on, Frederick. Come on.
Hey, you two, how
Yes.
you fixed for escort duty?
Who for?
You, darling.
Oh, that would be a pleasure. Escort you home any night, Mrs. F. It doesn't take two there, does it?
Yeah, all right, I can take a hint. I'm not going to be a gooseberry, even with your husband's permission.
Well, look, thrilled as I am to have Ken at my mercy for all of 20 yards, why aren't you taking me home? You do live there sometimes.
I got a bit of business to attend to. Won't take long.
Len,
Don't worry. I'll be tactful.
see you.
Right, thanks for clearing up, Fred. I shall see you tomorrow. God and me rheumatism willing. Hey,
All right, love.
don't let Fairclough sleep all night again. Night, Cock.
Night, Bet. Hey, are you going to sup up or what? Sam, pull the door so behind you when you go.
Fred.
Yeah?
I want a word.
All right.
I'll be brief. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. Just keep that out of my business, eh?
Come again.
I'm just about up to here with you mixing it.
Seems to me you want to put your own house in order, mate, before you start chucking your weight about.
Meaning?
If you behaved like you should, and treat your wife like you should, you'd have no cause for complaint, would you?
I don't need you to tell me how to treat my wife.
No, and if I were married to a girl like Rita, I wouldn't be like you, cavorting around with other women and making a fool of myself.
But you're not flaming married to her, much as you'd like to be, but I am. If I hear any more accusations on your part about...
You'll what?
Fred, I wondered... Hello, Len, you still here? Fred, I have switched a dry kettle on again. The plug won't go back. Would you have a look at it for me? You're a late scholar, Len. Getting me into trouble if you don't get going.
I'm just on my way, love.
Good night. Having some sort of argument, were you?
Hey, could say that, yeah.
You want to be careful. He can be a very bad-tempered man, can Len.
You don't frighten me. No way.
No question of it. Flash cars, plenty of travel, money in the bank, and why not? If you are the best, you deserve the best. That's what I said to Ken. I said, if you want a good show, you've got to get yourself a pro. And there's no better pro than that Larry Larkin. We had him at a pub in Liverpool once. Had us wetting ourselves. Same story in Blackpool. Had his own one-man show. Full house every night. I mean, he must be good. His agent said he's booked up for 3 months in advance. I'll tell you what, Mavis, if he can't bring a smile to your face, then nobody can.
Well, it's the same. It is the same.
Oh, I hope your concert goes
Well, thank you very much. Should do. I mean, according to Eddie, this fella Larkin is better than Bob Hope.
It's a bit of fun and all, isn't it? A song and a knees up. I wouldn't mind going myself.
Hey, I think I'll go along and all.
Well, it's your age group, isn't it, love?
I thought you got your fun from fighting these days, Leonard.
At least he's got sense enough to stay out of my way today.
Look, you should have done the same.
What's all this then?
Hey, how long have I been coming here? What, 25 years, more or less? Well, I'm not changing my habits for him or anybody else.
That is fighting talk, Leonard, definitely.
What's going on?
Don't you know, Hilda, again?
Look, let's just drop the subject, shall we? I mean, it's supposed to be the season of goodwill, or so they reckon. Hey, is there Mavis over at Community Centre?
Yeah, when I left her, she was tottering up a ladder, improving the decoration.
Well, mood she's in, she's likely to chuck herself off. I couldn't get a word out of her at cabin this morning.
What have you been doing to her now, little one? Do you know I still got to get used to calling her Ferkle?
Me? Would I upset Mavis? Now, would I? Yes. Well, this time I'm not guilty. But I think Derek Wilton's run off to sea.
Why, what's he done?
Bye, Hilda. You are behind times these days.
Ah, come on, tell us.
Hey, what's going on over there?
Oh, search me. You still planning on coming to this after, are you?
Hey?
To the party?
Oh, I might look in, if only to look after me records. You know I must be daft loaning them in the first place. They're going to get stolen or broken or both.
Only, I was thinking, if you were free later, we could... Well, there's that new disco off the precinct. We could give it a try, maybe.
We?
Well, you and me, lad.
What about Gail?
We don't always have to have her tagging on to us, do we? What do you say?
Maybe.
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
What it says. Maybe.
Or maybe it means Mr. Baldwin's already staked his claim.
I'm not his property, you know.
Well, you will be free then.
Maybe. Oh, I don't know, Steve. I want to keep my options open, you know.
Well, perhaps you'll let me know when you've made up your mind.
Maybe.
Well?
I think we're pushing it a bit.
But do you like it?
I like it.
Looks very nice. Just what this place needs, brightening up a bit.
What are you doing here?
Now, is that a nice greeting to give to an old and trusted friend? As a matter of fact, I came to talk to you.
Did you?
Hey, don't you take it out on me. Mind you, at least you're talking to me, which is more than could be said for this morning.
Sometimes you say I'm a chatterbox, and sometimes I don't talk enough for you.
All right. What's he done?
Ooh.
Ooh, she says. Derek. He's backed out, hasn't he? They're buying this house together.
Did he tell you that?
He didn't have to. I could tell with your face. What were it, cold feet? Oh, come on, Mavis. I came over here full of Christmas spirit, ready to cheer you up, and what do I get? Cold shoulder.
Well?
Well, nobody can say I didn't try.
Well, all right, Rita, I'll tell you. I mean, well, it wasn't so much the house.
That's gone for a Burton, has it?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Well, it wasn't so much that as a commitment. I mean, not just to me, just to somebody apart from his mother. To the fact that he's got his own life to lead, even. But when it came to it...
Chickened out.
Well, of course, he said it was because he was being transferred at work. But she was behind it, I know she was.
Did he say she was?
Oh, no, I mean, he wouldn't admit it. He can't even admit it to himself, much less to me.
So that's that. Finito.
As far as I'm concerned, it is, yeah.
Well, I am sorry. Honest.
Suppose that's what everybody will be feeling. Sorry for me.
Is that why you're hiding away over here doing this?
Partly.
Come on. You'll soon patch it up. This time next week, you'll be hanging on his every word, just you see.
I don't want to patch it up, Rita. If he's too spineless to stand up for what he really wants...
So he's not perfect. Who is? If it's perfection you're after, you'll have a long wait, believe me.
So I've got to forgive and forget, have I?
Look, let's get one thing straight. You went in for buying this house with your eyes open. But did he? If you want my honest opinion, it weren't just his mother. I think he suddenly thought there might be strings attached.
But there weren't.
Oh, come on, Mavis. Be honest. You must have thought summat.
Seems I've got to settle for my own company, so I might as well get used to it.
You never get used to it, love. Nor if you're flesh and blood. If you change your mind, you know where we are. Rovers.
Rita. Oh, thanks for coming over.
Bit of a wasted trip, as it turns out.
No, not entirely.
What exactly happened between you and Fred last night?
I just told him to stop spreading daft rumours about Elsie and me, and boom, skin and hair started flying.
Ah.
Oh, not you as well. I thought you had more sense. It's ancient history. Anyway, if I was going to go off the straight and narrow, I certainly wouldn't do it on my own doorstep, now would I? I've got more sense.
Yeah, it never entered my head that you hadn't.
Try and convince him of that.
Still, you know the old saying, don't you, then?
What, no smoke without fire? There's no fire. In this case, there might be a few old cinders.
No, I wasn't thinking of that one. I was thinking more of the one that says, methinks he doth protest too much. Not that I see it like that, far from it, but there are those that would, aren't there?
Aye, those with no better to do.
Where does Fred fit in?
Shh, not so loud. You don't want another bloodbath, do you?
You're making it up, that ledge.
Am I, Hilda? Am I?
It's a fact, Len, you know. People like to think the worst. And look at Eddie. He's a perfect case in point. No one's got a good word to say about him, have they? That's why I've, more or less, let him organise this concert. Got a lot of initiative, as Eddie. This one's channeling in the right direction.
They're the real villains, you know. The ones with the biggest mouths.
Are you talking to me?
What, drag a fella away from his racing paper? No, it's a serious business picking winners. Especially when they always lose.
Hey, Len, watch it, eh?
That's why they call it the mugs game, you know.
Len.
I'm only passing the time of day.
Well, don't.
It's all ship-shape and Bristol fashion over there, you know. All we need is laughing Larry Larkin and it'll be all systems go.
Great. Well, you're my strong right hand, Eddie. Come on, we'll go over and prepare a welcome party.
I was hoping for a little drink like later.
I suppose there's no chance of refilling that, is there? No point in me asking you if you'd like another one. You tell me where to put it, eh?
Dead right, first time.
Good job I wasn't going to ask you then, wasn't I?
Well, some of us can't stand nattering here all day. Some of us have to get changed.
What for?
Factory party, what else?
Well, it's come as you are, isn't it?
Oh, Hilda, don't tell me they've not told you that either. By it, you are slipping.
Told me what?
Well, the mean lot.
Told me what?
His fancy dress, love. Best 'cause he gets a prize.
Oh, well, nobody said naught to me about it.
Well, the girls got together and decided. Isn't that right, girl? They'll all be togged up to the nines. Danny LaRue's not in it.
What are you going as?
Hey, now fair's fair. How can she tell you that? The whole idea is to surprise everybody.
I've gotten out ready.
Well, use your noddle, turn your cupboards out. You should be able to scrape something together.
Oh, I don't know what, though.
Hello, Elsie.
Oh, hello, love. The drinks are that away, and you better hurry while stock's last.
Don't tempt me. I promised myself I'd stay dry today. I'm playing for Ken's OAP duel at Crossroad. I've got to have all my wits about me. This seems to be going all right.
It is, only the fun hasn't started yet.
Right, sounds like my cue for exit.
If you're worrying about your trousers coming down, don't. The girls have got bigger things in mind this year.
Baldwin? Good time, eh? Hello, love boy. Hello. Enjoy yourself. Hello. Give us a scotch, will you, Steve? Everyone enjoying themselves?
I wouldn't know, Mr. Baldwin. She's not come yet.
Eh?
Susie, she's not arrived yet.
You know, you've got a one-track mind, son. You want to watch it. You'll get yourself into a lot of trouble.
Well, you seem to do all right.
You're confusing the first and second division. Gail, come here a minute. Steve here was telling me how he kept the first dance for you. Go on, go and enjoy yourself. I'll look after them.
And I say now.
And I say, wait, he's going to want a few inside him if this is going to work.
I hope it does for all us sake.
Listen, if he's the great Romeo he likes to make out, we're going to give him a chance to prove it, aren't we?
What the hell? Can that be Elder Ogden underneath all that?
Well, of course it's me. Here, I were told this were to be fancy dress.
Who told you that?
Flaming Bet Lynch, that's who. And you was in on it and all.
It's a joke, Hilda.
Yeah, it's my flipping expense as usual.
You look like some cats dragged in.
Well, at least I had to get dressed up to look it.
I think you look very nice, Hilda, but who are you supposed to be?
Well, I'm Charlie Chaplin, aren't I?
Don't walk, then. You can't be a Charlie Chaplin unless you don't walk as well.
Oh, you're never satisfied, you lot. It's not enough I come looking like this. I've got to make a complete chump of myself.
Anyway, Hilda, I, for one, think you look marvellous.
Oh, sorry.
Where did you get this stuff, anyway?
Oh, well, the jacket and the boots he stands, and the hat's the old one Alf Roberts left in the Rovers.
Do the walk, Hilda. Go on.
Hey, there'll be a drink waiting if you do.
Oh, no, fair dues goes. If she can't do it.
Who says I can't?
You did just now.
Clear us a space, eh?
Gangway. Now I've seen everything.
All right, first gate crasher.
Oh, does it matter?
What with the Christmas bonus and this is a lot? Yeah, it does. Even if it's only to my pocket, I'll have it. Sorry, son, wrong party. Hey, invited guests only.
I am invited.
Oh, yeah? By who?
Me. There's no objection, is there?
You?
You said everyone could bring a partner. Robin Smethurst meet Mike Baldwin, my boss.
Hi. Hi.
Come on, let's get a drink while there's some going.
Just look at Mike Baldwin's face.
And Steve.
Well, I hope you enjoy the show. Just grab a seat wherever you like. It's first come, first served.
Hey, he's cutting a bit fine, isn't he, this larking bloke?
There's still plenty of seats in the front. Yeah, well, he's got a fair journey to make. I mean, it's on the cards he's going to be a few minutes late.
It's like being a full house.
No, not quite. He hasn't turned up yet, this larking chap.
Listen, when you finish spreading the doom and gloom, Albert, I've just rung him. He left half an hour ago.
Oh, and what does that prove?
Well, it proves he's on his way, doesn't it? You know your trouble, you've got no faith in human nature.
Yeah, well, look, Ernest, you might as well get started, because he won't be long.
Which way to the bar?
Sorry.
The bar, love, I can't see it.
Oh, I'm soft drinks only, I'm afraid.
Soft drink?
Yeah.
I understood it was a free bar being Christmas.
No, unlicensed premises, sorry.
Oh, I don't know why I bothered coming at all. What's up with him, causing trouble?
Look, if you want to make yourself useful, Uncle Albert, why don't you wait outside for Mr. Larkin, and when he arrives, show him straight to his dressing room.
If he arrives.
You want throttling, Lynch, and one day someone will summon up the energy to do it. Oh, come on, Oggie's a fair game. You do the same to Mavis whenever you get the chance and don't deny it. I don't tell her work fancy dress when I know she'll be the only soul in it. Only 'cause you've never thought of it. Oh.
You're right then, darling.
What for?
The factory party.
Oh, I'm invited as well, am I?
I told you this morning you were invited.
Oh, correction. No, you told me you were. There is a difference.
No, both of us, plural.
I see. And who issued this invitation, if I may make us so bold as to ask?
Baldwin.
Not Elsie.
I don't see that it'd make much difference if she had.
He doesn't either. Still, as far as she's concerned, he can't see further than the end of his nose. And you can? Oh, yes, I can see right through her and her little game.
You're right, darling.
Lead on. See you. Have fun. Right, Fred, you can come out of hiding now. They've gone.
You know, Sunshine, there's only one thing worse than no sense of humour. That's your sense of humour.
Well, thank you, Fred. I do value these kind words from my friends. What do you think you're doing with them?
Spare glasses, Baldwin ordered for a party. I'm taking them over.
I thought you said he'd ring if he needed them.
Oh, well, I'm saving him a job, aren't I?
There wouldn't be an ulterior motive behind this little errand, would there, Fred?
Oh, aye. Like what?
Like a Rita Littlewood as was, to name but one.
Think what you like.
Len won't thank you for it.
Tough.
War
and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Now, I'm sorry about the delay, ladies and gentlemen.
Delay? It's more like a full stop.
Yes, well, I can assure you that Mr. Larkin is well worth waiting for. So, if you'll just be patient just a little longer.
Yeah, you fancy chancing your arm?
Don't you mean me feet? Mr. Bowen.
What?
Can I have a word, please?
Well, can't it wait?
No, I'm afraid it can't.
All right, fire away.
In private, I think you better do as she says, ma'am.
Now what am I supposed to do?
You're about to find out.
All right, better go in the office. You choose your moments, don't you? Well,
It's about his Christmas bonus.
what about a bonus?
Well, it's not enough, is it? Not nearly enough.
I think you've got your wires crossed, love. If you look in your pay package, you see that bonus is on top of your monthly one. It was a goodwill gesture on my part.
Well, that
Now,
means
you
the
listen
amount.
to
You
me,
must be-
you.
She's right, Mr. Baldwin. That bonus, it hardly pays for his Christmas dinner, let alone presents. She's got a point there.
What do you mean she's got a point? They didn't have to have a bonus in the first place. I just thought that you'd like a bit of extra cash for Christmas. I mean, you've worked hard. I thought you deserved it. And look at the thanks I get. Now, just a minute. What's going on with you, eh?
Aye, we're very pleased with this Christmas bonus, Mr. Baldwin.
I would like to go.
Now, just a minute, you lot. Elsie! I'll kill you for this, Elsie!
Illusion, this. He says it like there, see? He's not all right. That's great. There's never been a disappearing act like it.
Well, go on. I mean, will you?
Me?
Yes. I mean, who else is there?
But I just...
Well, look, just a couple of pounds while I try and sort something out, please.
All right, then I'll
Good
try.
girl, good girl. I'll give you an intro, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll just take your seats, please. Thank you. Now, while we're waiting for Mr. Larkin, we have, for your entertainment, by special request, our very own local talent. Wait for it. Mavis Riley. A big hand, please. Thank you.
Hello, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. I can't remember a poem just now, so I'll sing you a song. Oh, to Sammy Shuttleworth of Lancashire, he gave a part.
Look, you tell him from me that he hasn't heard the last of this, not by a long chalk. What do you flaming credit it?
Try me.
He's only phoned his missus from Liverpool. He's got the booking mixed.
What? Leave it to me, he says. Trust me, he says. I'll organise everything all right.
I did organise it.
You couldn't organise a booze up in a brewery.
That's very cruel, that.
Well, what am I going to do?
Look, it's not my fault, Ken. Honest, I gave him the date, the 19th. He must have got it wrong.
No, if anybody got it wrong, I did, Eddie. I shouldn't have left it all to you.
Ah, brilliant.
Shut up, you. Look, you know what I said? About if you want a good show, get a pro.
Yes, but not at short notice like this, not unless you happen...
Rita! And she's only across the road.
I'll be right back.
Showing all your petticoats, and bargains for a right good do.
You know that we're coming up to our first Christmas.
Aye.
What do you think of it so far?
Well, we've had his moments.
And our fights?
Them and all.
With a few more, I shouldn't wonder.
No danger.
Don't they make a lovely couple?
Ever get the feeling you're being watched?
All the time.
That's giving us something to watch then, eh?
I've told you about those hands before.
There's a name for girls like you.
Sensible. Look, go and get us a drink with you. I can kill them.
Hi.
Hello.
Enjoying yourself?
Yeah, are you?
It's no dice, you know, alone. Cop robbing them, playing us off against each other. That is the object of the exercise, I take it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, of course you don't. Innocent as a day is long, aren't you?
Look, Mike, you said we could bring a partner. It's you what's making heavy weather out of it.
Me? I wouldn't know how to. Enjoy yourself. It's like a right meatball.
Well, if it bothers you that much, why don't we leave? Elsie's is empty. I'll make us a cup of tea.
Right flaming meatball.
You're back behind the bar. You can't leave it alone, can you, Fred?
I wish you would, mate.
Oh, give him a drink for Pete's sake. At least he can't talk if he's supping.
Never could, not even when he was dancing. How about it, Fairclough? Are you still up to it?
We can always put it to the test.
All right, all right.
Don't take any notice of him, Rita, love.
I don't.
You know, you've always been very loyal, you. I've always admired it in you, love.
Oh, Fred, I know you mean well, but just drop it, eh? There is nothing going on. It's just Elsie mixing it. Her idea of fun, that's all.
Ah, well, it's not mine, I'll tell you.
Hey, you know, Howard, you're up to something.
Me?
Yeah. You always said you never liked dancing with me because I always trod on your feet.
You haven't changed much, have you?
Len, if you're looking for art. Excuse me. Rita, do I need you?
Oh, just as
Yeah, but look, Larkin has got himself double booked, and I need you to replace him.
Oh, Ken, I'm enjoying myself.
Look, they're all going to walk out on me if I don't do something.
Not dressed for it.
What's up, love?
Ken wants me to do a turn at community centre. Comic didn't show.
What are you waiting for?
Well, why just me?
Well, who else is there?
Just Hilda. She's dressed for it for a
Hilda.
start.
No, thank you.
Look, Vera and Ivy do a nice little act. It's a nice little turn.
Look,
too.
there's a lot of old folk over there, and they're getting very restless.
Nothing venture, nothing gain.
Right,
Vera,
good.
Ivy, hey, come here a minute. You are just going to start a new business in show business, so come on. We're going to the community centre.
The snow fell fast in December, the wintry winds did roar, when a poor young raggedy sailor boy came passing the lady's door. The lady, she looked from the window and opened the parlour door. Come in, my poor young sailor boy, and go to sea no more. I had a sailor boy lost at sea. He was my pride and joy. And as long as I live, a shelter I'll give to a poor young sailor boy.
She could sing.
Hey, this is off her latest LP. It's called Songs to Strangle a Cat By.
You what? What's the deal?
Never you mind, love. Just you stand there and look beautiful.
You look, you'll have people thinking I'm ginger.
I'll tell them different. I've had enough of this.
Get a dance. Do a decent one. Well done, Mrs. Oak.
You waited till my back was turned, didn't you?
Yeah. Do you not dance then, Fred?
No, not a lot, Hilda.
If you're worried about Sam being jealous of that, you needn't bother, you know.
No, well, it's not that, love. It's my old war wound, you know. It's giving me back a bit of jip.
Pleasure, I thought you never asked.
Hey?
You are asking me to dance, are you not?
Yeah, if you like.
Oh.
The place has thinned out a bit, hasn't it? Where's everyone gone?
Ken's taken them up to the community centre party. He really wanted Rita, but Vera and what we call it volunteered.
Wish they were as keen to work.
Bothers you, does it, watching your girl dance with another fella?
Him? I don't consider him much competition.
That was very nice, wasn't it?
Go on, show us your knickers.
Hey, that's enough of that.
I don't know any more songs, Ernest. What shall I do?
Requests.
What?
Oh, that's what they want to sing.
Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you've all got favourite songs that we could sing together, so what's it got to be to start off with?
Eskimo Nell.
I don't know that one. How does it go?
When a man grows old and his shores grow cold and the end of his nose turns blue.
Oh, Caroline, I'm glad to see you. I've done my best, but it's really...
Well, it's all right, Mavis. The panic's over, and thanks very much for holding the fort. Thank you. Right, well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid that the entertainer that we'd booked has let us down. However, all is not lost. Luckily, we have a very talented volunteer, Miss Rita Littlewood.
Okay, give us 5 minutes. Listen, I'll go on for you, Mr. Bowen, if you like. You know my name, Ivy Tilsley. Give us an intro, make it good.
Come on.
Sure. Sure, of course I'm sure. I slay them every Saturday, my local. Mind you, I've had a few with them.
But first, ladies and gentlemen, I give you your very own, Miss Ivy Tilsley. A big hand, please. Oh, dear.
Hey, bad gum, you look as if you could do a bit of fun, you lot. Hey, Mrs. Woman, could I borrow your hat a minute, love, please? Right, Mr. Piano Player. Oh, it's my old friend, Ernest. Ernest, what about my old man, eh? My old man said, follow the van and don't dilly-dally on the way. Off went the van with me own packed in it. I followed on with me own cockle in it, and I dillied, I dallied, I dallied and I dillied.
She's not bad, is she, Mavis?
Not that. A bit common. Special like an old-time copper when you can't find your way home.
Oh, war will refoot. Still, nice to see the young folk enjoying themselves, isn't it?
Hey?
Well, I was just saying, young people dancing together, it's a nice sight.
Well, I'm not exactly an old cripple, you know.
Oh, no, we never said you were. No, I was just saying there's a difference between the way what they dance and the way what we dance.
Yeah, it cuts both ways, you know. They'd look daft doing a bolita, wouldn't they?
Yeah, what do you say, Mr. Baldwin?
Look, just include me out of all this we and them bit, will you?
Yeah, but I mean, you're not a kid, though, are you? Well, not like them two, for instance.
Are you trying to needle me?
So what's upset him?
No idea, I don't know.
Gail! Have you got something a bit better than this monkey music? Something suitable for proper dancing?
Yeah, hang on. I'll try and find an old-time medley or something for you.
Who were you with last night? Out in the pale moonlight. It was...
Give us a break, Ken. I mean, I've got talent, honest.
Well, look, just what exactly is it you're offering me?
Well, me actor, the Yates comedian, I had him rolling in the arms in the neck.
Well, with all due respect, Eddie, you were doing your act before what they call in the trade a captive audience. That lot out there can get up and walk out. Are you ready, love?
Well, I'd like a word with Ernie first.
Look, I can go straight on.
Why not give him a try? What do you got to lose?
Well, nothing really, except possibly my reputation, my hair, and my job. All right, Eddie, but look, for goodness sake, keep it clean. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ivy Tilsley. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for your entertainment, we have a comedian. It is your friend and mine. I give you, and you can have him, Eddie Yates. Big hand.
Thanks, Ian. Thank you. A funny thing happened on the way here tonight, you know. I was... Thank you. I was standing on the corner of Mosley Street and a fella came up to me. He said, can you tell me where the nearest boozer is? I said, you're looking at him. Who's your friend, Albert? Oh, don't tell me. I've seen him, haven't I? In the Royal Box on the Muppet Show, heckling. No offence. I mean, I've got nothing against old people. I mean, take my granddad. He's 84. He wants to marry a 17-year-old girl. I said, Grandad, it might be fatal. He said, so she dies, she dies. So he went to the doctor. He said, here, doctor, I want my virility taken down a bit.
I've paid to see worse than him, and they've got him free.
He said, you're 86, it's all in your head. He said, that's what I mean, I want it taken down a bit, he said. So there's two fellas standing on the corner, and a funeral goes past. One says to the other, he says, here, who's that? He said, well, it's Harry Smith. He said, not Harry Smith. He said, Harry Smith isn't dead, is he? He said, well, if he isn't, they're playing a bloody dirty trick on him. So here we are, you see. Now, thank you very much.
Is there only that punch left, Fred?
Oh, you've sucked the last of it, Hilda.
What do you mean? I've only had a couple of glasses. There's plenty had more than me.
All right, don't get all steamed up. I only meant the one on left here. Have a slice of this orange soaking up the rum. Go on, have a suck of this.
I don't have them sort of cravings, thank you very much.
Hey, do you two fancy a move? What? Over to the community centre to see how Ken's going on with his Volunteers for Stardom.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah, well, I'll have to say to Ralph.
Yeah,
Come on,
okay.
Mike, we're off. Thanks for a smashing party.
Yes, very nice too. Thank you very much, and all you wish yourself.
What's the rush?
Well, we're just popping over to the community centre.
Drink money out, is it?
Hey, we're not freeloaders, mate. Why don't you come with us? We're over there, have a few laughs, then come back to the Rovers. Leave all this lot to the youngsters.
Don't you start, mate.
What have I said now?
Don't ask, just move your feet towards the streets.
Hang on, Hilda. I want you to help me clear this place up.
Oh, won't it do in the morning?
It may not be here in the morning. Fagins, Hilda. We've got to make sure none of them are left smouldering. This goes up in smoke. I don't think the insurance company would be too pleased knowing we've had a party the night before.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Mr. Baldwin. I mean, in the normal way, I'd help you out, but, well, it's different today, isn't it? And I'm needed over the community centre, you know. They're crying out for talent.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Hey, Mike, put another record on that Stevie Wonder LP.
Steve-o?
You can't expect him to know who Stevie Wonder is, not at his age.
You can get the sack, you know, even though it is Christmas.
Sorry, didn't know you were talking to you about your age.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That was Eddie Yates, the pride of Merseyside.
He wants locking up. I've had more amusement at the foot clinic.
Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a complete contrast. A lady known to many of you as Mrs. Rita Fairclough, and also professionally as the very talented Rita Littleworth.
How'd you like to spoon with me? How'd you like to spoon with me? Sit beneath an oak tree.
Hey, she's good, ain't she? Though I say so myself for sure.
How's it going then?
Well, not at all bad so far.
And don't worry, there's plenty more yet, Mr. Barlow, because me and Vera do a turn.
Yeah, we do.
I've heard a rumour to that effect, yeah.
Shut up, you. Do you know something? What's wrong with you? You've too much off. You know what your trouble is? Your whole mouth and trousers.
Excuse me, Ken, but I sing and all, you know. I don't mind helping out.
Oh, well, I think we'll be all right, actually. Thank you very much all the same, though.
It'd be no trouble.
And me and Fred do a song, Ken.
Hey, can I others like it?
Hey, no, you're all right. I've waited out.
Well, I'll need a few more bevies down with first, won't I?
And then there's me and Vera.
Yeah, not forgetting yours truly.
Well, what can I say? I accept all your offers. You're all in the show. I mean, in for a penny, in for a pound, eh?
How'd you like to be my lovey-dovey? How'd you like to spoon? How'd you like
Baffled by her intentions, that's all I know. She wants me to play for her, but what she thinks she's up to, I've no idea.
She'll be very hurt, Ernest, if we don't let her do it.
No business like show business. Oh.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, we proudly present Coronation Street's own Mrs. Hilda Ogden. Big hand,
Evening. Thank you, Maestro. Take it away. Though April showers may come your way, they bring the flowers that bloom in May. So if it's raining, I've no regrets, because
Have you ever seen that like that before? Yeah, it's a new one on me, is that?
it's raining violets, so when you see clouds all coming in,
Mavis, tell me something about this performance of Hilda. Is Hilda supposed to be Charlie Chaplin doing an impression of Al Jolson, or Al Jolson doing Charlie Chaplin?
Oh, she was just a black and white minstrel. It's very good, though.
Well, don't ask me. I'm the last one to ask. In 1963, I was telling everybody the Beatles wouldn't be popular.
Whenever April showers come along.
Hiya.
At last, a friendly face. Where the heck is everybody?
If you were at Mike Baldwin's, mind you, the boozies ran out.
So you left?
How'd you guess? Mind you, the rest are at the show.
Show? What show?
Well, it's community centre. You know, Ken's put a show on for the pensioners.
Well, what have they all gone there for? I thought they'd have come in here staggering about and shouting for drinks.
They're all doing turns, aren't they? You know, Ken's entertainer didn't turn up, so everybody's mucking in. Hey, you'd never guess. Hilda Ogden turned up at Baldwin's dressed up as Charlie Chaplin.
Right, for a minute there, Fred, I thought you said Hilda had turned up at Baldwin's dressed as Charlie Chaplin.
Somebody kidded her it were a fancy dress. Anyway, now she's all blacked up and she's doing them Al Jolson turns.
This I've got to see. Fred might bar for 10 minutes.
Sorry, I can't, love. I'm here on a mission of mercy, aren't I? I want to create a light bottles for the entertainers. The boozies run out.
Well, that's all right. I'll take it with me. Well, you might pub.
I can't, love. I promised them I'd join in and do a turn, you know.
You? Why the hell does it always have to be me stuck behind this bar while everybody's making fools of themselves across road?
Look, why don't you slip through and ask Mrs. Walker to stand in for an hour? You know, I'm sure she wouldn't mind, and it's a good excuse. Tell her that you're doing a turn over there.
Well, I could. I mean, I could give them a song and all.
Well, there you are then, Bet. Come on, blimey, it is Christmas, innit?
You know, Fred, you're dead right, it is. Hang on for me.
I'll get the booze.
Tell him that joke. She tells jokes, you know. She always tells wonderful jokes, don't you? That joke about that woman. That woman lived in a house in the bath. Didn't she? Kept 1,000 goldfish in the bath, didn't she? And the friend said to her, what do you do then when you have a bath? Oh, does it kill you, this? She said, it's all right, I blindfold them all. Oh, she knows, you know. She knows, you know.
They've got some dark horses over there at that factory, haven't they? I think Mike Baldwin ought to be watching this.
He's too busy watching Susie and feeling middle-aged.
Thank you, yes. Thank you, Ivy Tilsey and Vera Duckworth. Thank you for that wonderful impression of Elsie and Doris Waters.
What's he on about? They were doing Hilda Baker.
I think he knows that, really, Albert.
Well, why don't he say so until he's showing himself
Now,
up?
for the first time, we're going to give you the return, and we go from the ridiculous to the sublime. Ladies and gentlemen, and Uncle Albert, thank you. I give you the star of the evening, Miss Rita Littlewood.
Falling in love again, never wanted to. What am I to do? I can't help it. Love's always been my game, play it how I may. I was born that way, I can't help it. Men cluster to me like moths around a flame, and if their wings get burned, I know I'm not to blame. Falling in love again, never wanted to. What am I to do? I can't help
I don't know why you keep saying you're a rotten dancer.
Say, because I am, that's why.
I don't think so. I think you're a nice man.
Well, I must admit I'm doing better than I usually do.
You must suit each other.
At least you don't look at me as if I just come under a stone like some girls I could mention.
Some girls will
Your little friend gone, has he?
He'll be back.
I thought he might have nipped home to get his nappy changed.
He's gone to make a phone call, and I said he could use the phone in the Bishop's office.
Did you? Well, that's very generous of you. With my property.
I never thought you had a nasty, mean, niggly streak.
I haven't. You can phone New York for all I care.
You don't like him, though, do you? I mean, you keep going on and on about his age. He's 3 months younger than me, if you must know, if it matters.
I just thought you prefer a man to a little lad. Fancy another drink?
I thought all the drink had gone.
There's always a boss's bottle if you know where it's kept. You know, I think I'll wrap this party up. It's time for something a bit more upmarket, something a bit special.
OK, it's all fixed up.
Right, let's be thinking about breaking this party up then, shall we, boys and girls? One more dance and call it a day. This is a factory, not a nursery.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've come more or less to the end of our show.
Nearly ready, girls.
You enjoyed it, have you? Good. But to finish off, we have a very special act for you. A new sensation singing group. So will you welcome Weatherfield's answer to the Supremes?
Sisters, sisters, there were never such devoted sisters. Never need to have a chaperone, no sir. I'm here to keep my eye on her. Caring, sharing, every little thing that we are wearing. When a certain gentleman came home from Rome, we wore the dress and I stayed home. In all kinds of weather, we stick together, the same in the rain and sun. Three little faces, but in tight places, we act and we act as one. Those who've seen us know that nothing could come between us. Many men have tried to split us up, but no one can. Lord help the mister who comes between me and my sister. And Lord help the sister who comes between me and my man.
Good night.
Good night,
ladies.
thank you. Ta-ra, Mr. Baldwin.
No, no, no.
Smashing party.
Oh, good, glad you enjoyed it. Here, don't forget to come to work tomorrow, will you? I mean, I know it's Christmas, but we've got to put a bit more fat on the goose.
Hey, there's a taxi bloke here. Says he's for Mr. Smethurst.
Oh, thanks, that's me.
Right. Ta-ra, Mr.
No,
Baldwin.
love.
Ta-ra.
See you, Steve. Ta-ra. Here, hang on a minute. You're not going out with that lot, are you?
Yeah. Gail, tell him to hang on for me a minute, will you?
But I'm taking you out. We're going to go for a meal and into a club. It's all arranged.
You never told me it was all arranged. You never asked me in the first place.
I'm asking you now, aren't I? Oh, come on, Suze. You like going out with me, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Had a few laughs, haven't you?
You know we have.
Then get rid of Junior. I don't know what you want to let him tag along in the first place.
He's not tagging along. I asked him to come to the party. Look, Maggie, it's all arranged. We're going to the flower pot.
The flower pot? That hole in the wall? I'm talking about a proper night out. Oh, come on, Suze. I mean, that kid's no good to you. I mean, what is he? Some sort of office boy?
I don't care what he does for a living. He's good fun. Look, Mike, I don't try and organise your life. I don't ask you what you're doing every night of the week. I don't ask you about your girlfriend in London, now do I? I'm independent as well, you know.
All right, all right. There's no time or place to talk about being independent, all that rubbish. No, I'll tell you what. Why don't you let him go ahead in the taxi and then we go down to the flower pot later, eh?
It's not your scene.
Get that thing in the park, you flaming menace! Flaming kids. But go on. Morning.
Morning.
Very interesting, that, isn't it? Happy Boxing Day.
Well, that's no way to start it.
It's all very legit, Mrs. Howard, very legit.
My good godfather's plastic mistletoe.
Yeah, well, that's life, innit? Plastic mistletoe for plastic kisses.
Thank you. Thank you very much indeed.
That's it. That's philosophical.
Now, there you are. What did I say? We'll get caught, I said, didn't I? Get some clothes on, I said, didn't I? But did you? Did you, Eckers, like your big head?
Oh, shut up. Maybe they'll go away.
Look, I don't want them to go away. My life's not all that exciting. I want everybody to go away. I mean, we're not exactly overrun with visitors, are we? Well, go on, see who it is.
I've got my pyjamas on.
I know you've got your pyjamas on, but it's better than your vest and pants.
Well, you go. You've got more on than me.
Now, look, get that fire laid.
Oh, heck.
Oh, it's you.
A real Boxing Day welcome if ever I heard one. Top of the morning to you, Stanley. Or better still, the way you're looking, bottom of the afternoon.
Now, there you are, you see, if he notices.
I do, Mrs. O, and it's not easy. Especially with you standing there looking ravishing in that diaphanous smack, with the sun glinting on your hair.
Them's are curlers.
You shut up. What do you want?
I came round to see my best friends, Mr. and Mrs. Stanley Ogden, and give them a belated but much-deserved Christmas present. For you, Hilda, to make you even more alluring, and for you, Stan, a couple of cigars to add the executive look to them executive brains of yours.
Oh, right. Look at this. Oh, it's lovely.
Well, it has to be. Look whose ears it's going behind.
Are these them that blow up?
Are these them that blow up? Don't show your ignorance, Stanley. Are these the ones what blow up? And no, they're not.
It is nice, this, you know. Where'd you get it?
Well, it didn't fall off the back of a lorry, otherwise the bottle would have broke.
You sure these are all right?
Oh, marvellous, innit? You give him a prezi and he insults you. I thought I'd nip round and have a cheery word with Stan and Hilda and take him a token of my regard and see if the chippy was open on the way, because there isn't enough food at Monkey's to feed a starving mouse.
And was the chippy open?
Well, as a matter of fact, it wasn't, Stanley, no. But don't worry, like, something will turn up.
I thought as much. All right, go on, then. But you'll have to take top look, you know. Seeing as a certain big mouse not a million miles from here let me down over a certain turkey.
Listen, if you're talking about people let down over them turkeys, you're looking at number one, Hilda. I mean, I've been let down myself, you know, and lost 40 quid's worth of business and paid a big deposit, which, knowing the honesty of my mates, is like posting it down a grid.
Yeah, well, you and him know all about posting things down grids, don't you? Now then, where was I up to?
Laying the fire.
How is the world then, Stanley?
It's Saturdays, isn't it?
Oh, of course, no papers today. Bad news, that, for the thinking man. Take away me page 3 and I'm out of touch with civilization.
Me and all.
I bet civilization's dead chuffed.
Could you believe, Stanley, that such harsh words could come from such a sweet-smelling creature?
Beg your pardon?
I said you're a good un.
Oh, I know that. And so do several other people I could mention. But how come you've cottoned on all of a sudden?
Ah, come on, you know.
Oh, I do. But which of me many assets is it that you've fallen for? Me beauty, me talent, me cunning way with bacon and eggs?
Your diplomacy.
Oh, me diplomacy.
Inviting Elsie for dinner. That was very good of you, that.
Not good of me. Clever, perhaps, but not good of me.
Clever. Now, why would it be clever of you?
Leonard, let's get one thing straight, shall we?
You know, I love you when you call me Leonard.
Trying to change the subject? Frightened of what I might say?
Now, why should I be frightened of what you're going to say?
No reason at all, but fellas do get like that sometimes. For your information, Chuck, I am not about to make Elsie Howard my very best friend. And if folk round here think I am, it just goes to prove that my mother should have put me on the stage because it has nothing to do with the truth. I invited her here for one reason and one reason only, and that's to prove there is naught going on between you and her.
Well, that's right.
Good. Because I don't just lend me mind to stopping the talk, you know. I also ask myself how it got started in first place. And why do I ask myself? Because there's no flaming point in asking you.
That it then?
Aye.
Not much in there for two of you.
No, there wouldn't be, would there? Only as it happens, there isn't two of us.
Oh, can't go up to see the kids then, has he?
Yeah,
Why don't you go with him?
because I weren't asked.
Oh, sorry, I spoke.
Don't you think so? I reckon the only reason you open your shop on Boxing Day, so you can be nosy.
Oh, you're a cheeky devil, you. I don't know, you'd have gone hungry without me.
Wouldn't have been first time.
Thank the Lord you're open. You tell him that? Oh, he's a bad-tempered old thing, him. How a nice lad like Ken puts up with him, I'll never know.
You reckon you think he'd be better off with you?
Oh, don't put ideas in my head. What's he like?
Who?
Ken. They said that once you and him had a sort of thing. I only asked. You can ask me out you like, you know, and I'll give you an answer. Go on, ask.
Right, I will. Can I have a packet of sage and onion stuffing?
Oh, you cheeky thing. Buy the corner shop, they said, and listen to all the juicy bits, I don't think. 15p. So.
Oh, am I glad you're open. Yeah, I said that. I'm beginning to wonder.
Taking no notice of her. If it hadn't have been for me, she'd have had no taste to her dinner. Anyway, what do you want stuffing for? You're not still on poultry.
You're a nosy so-and-so. It's for me ever-loving, if you must know. He has it with everything. Me's having company. I've got to keep him happy.
Relatives?
No, Elsie. Well, the girls are away and she's on her own, so... Well, you've got to be neighbourly, haven't you?
Bye. Not true, then, what they've been saying.
What was that?
Oh, doesn't anybody know anything around here?
Oh, you mean, Oh, I don't know. I try not to listen to that sort of talk.
No, well, you probably hear a lot more than me, then, and I'm trying like the devil.
Yes. Could I have a quart of whatever sort of tea Deirdre has? And, I'll take a carton of milk.
Back today, then, are they?
Yes, later on this morning. Oh, and 2 ounces of boiled ham.
Nice to be neighbourly.
Well, somebody has to be. And she has gone through it a bit lately.
Oh, really? Oh, I hadn't heard. Still.
Well, I meant with the baby. I mean, they're terribly hard work.
I wouldn't know.
No.
What are we having?
Don't worry, I won't let you down.
Oh, I know you won't let me down. I'm just asking what we're having.
We're having roast chicken, sage and onion stuffing, roast potatoes, fresh carrots, and for afterwards...
I don't think Elsie likes carrots.
Oh, dear. Still, I don't, do I?
Don't you?
Yes, I do, as a matter of fact. I love them. As funny as that, being able to remember that Elsie doesn't like them, but not too sure about me. You know, there's many wives who get...
Oh, put a sock in it, will you?
Yes, master. I'll go back to my stove and cook a lovely meal for my husband's girlfriend.
Look, you don't catch me making snide remarks about you getting Christmas cards from your boyfriends, do you? Ralph Lancaster, Harry Bates, Charlie... Who the hell's Charlie Boy when he's at home?
Just one of me fans down at the Gatsby. It's obviously not boyfriends, otherwise they wouldn't have sent cards, would they? Have you had one of Elsie?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, see what I mean? Tell you what, you do carrots. Happen she'll eat them if she thinks you've peeled them.
So I thought, why turkey? Why pork? Heaven knows life is humdrum enough without doing the same things, eating the same meals year after year. So, do you know what I did? A marvellous Robert Carrier recipe out of Homes and Gardens. Old English jellied rabbit.
How nice.
Oh, it was delicious. Alf, just telling Elsie about our jellied rabbit.
Oh, yeah, great.
Of course, it's the brandy that adds the finishing touch, but you can use Madeira.
It's a pity your Joan and Billy weren't there to share it with you, isn't it?
Oh, wasn't it? I've always believed that families should converge on the good cook at Christmas time. I suppose your Linda was really too busy with her own family to have guests.
Flaming homes and gardens in a scruffy hole like this in a backyard full of beer crates.
Oh, aye.
Hey.
It's a damn good job our Gordon didn't come home liver and bacon for Christmas dinner, I ask you.
Did that Eddie Yates let you down, Betty? He let my mum down as well.
Yeah, he did. We're looking forward to that turkey. Not that we're going to be good ones, you know. Nice and thick.
Hey, they must have been thick looking forward to Christmas.
If you're still on your own, why don't you join Fred and I for lunch again today? It's only lamb, I'm afraid, but still.
Oh, well... Don't say you've forgotten I've asked you.
Oh, yes, Rene's asked me for dinner, love. Thanks very much all the same.
Not at all, as long as you're taken care of. Must look after our lonely men, mustn't we?
We must.
I'm a lonely man.
Yes, you are, aren't you, Mr. Tetlock? Would you care to join Mr. G and myself for lunch today?
You what?
I said, would you care to join Mr. G and myself for lunch today?
You're not kidding?
I am not kidding. I am being hospitable, though heaven knows you don't make it easy. Shall we say 1 o'clock then?
What's up with her?
Oh, there's no suiting some folks.
There's no up with Annie. She's only done what anybody would have done. Look, Reenie'd have you for dinner any day of the week.
Would I?
Well, of course you would. Stick an orange in his mouth, slap some apple jelly on him. It'd go down a treat.
Do you know, I think you're right. Just look at them
Oh,
chops.
get off.
Home again, over the sea.
Hey, that's a bright idea. Who's lit the fire?
Emily, I should think. You. Come in, it's a shop. Hello, and welcome back. I noticed you're out of tea and didn't know about milk, and that's a slice or two of boiled ham. Oh, thank you. And I'll pop back with Ernest, if I may. Got a little something for Tracy.
Oh, bless you. Yeah, bless you.
Got a little
Hey,
something.
I'll tell you what. It's grand to be home.
Do you know, at times like this, I bet he's glad he got married.
Oh, aren't they all? Okay.
Yeah, great.
Not too much.
No, it's just right then.
Well, you know what they say? The hostess should sink into the background and leave the limelight for the guest.
You know, the trouble with you is that, amongst other things, I never know when you're kidding.
I know you don't. I love it. Your guests arrived.
Hello, Chuck. Take your coat
Oh,
off, love.
Chuck.
Make yourself at home, all right?
All right.
See you.
Sorry now. Who's sorry now?
Give us what kind of fool am I? That's a nice one, that.
Oh, no, that's more your song, that, Hilda.
Oh, do you reckon?
Yeah.
What kind of fool am I?
Hey, tell us, Stan.
A ruddy bacon.
Ruddy Biggin! What kind of fool am I? Ruddy Biggin, it's good, isn't it?
Hey, hang on. Let's have a toast. From the honoured guest to the host and the hostess, I give you Stan and Hilda.
You can flaming keep him.
Hey, come on, Stan, have one of your cigars.
Oh, flipping lightly. I've seen this. Made in Woolwich. Asked.
Oh, he's a rum and he's Stan, you know. He's like this every Christmas. You know, he's as thick as two short planks all year round, but Christmas, you're the life and soul of the party, aren't you?
Hey, I'm enjoying this. Come here,
Oi,
you.
get off!
You
Get
must
off,
be
let
daft
me-
that you fancy her. Why can't we have a proper drink?
Hey, yeah. Come on, let's go down the pub.
Why not?
Hey, what about the pots?
Load the flipping pot.
All right, knock a hole in the roof and pray for rain.
Finished?
Oh, that was lovely.
Aye, a great meal, that, love.
Good. Glad you enjoyed it. Hey, don't forget your manners. Offer your guests some more wine.
Oh.
Hey,
Come
be
on,
careful.
you're among friends here.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh. Oh, that was a lovely meal.
Oh, she's not just a pretty face.
Oh.
What's this?
Rum baba, what's it look like?
I thought you were making apple pie. She makes a terrific apple pie.
Be satisfied with what you got.
You should have made an apple pie.
Will you be told?
You want to taste the pastry? It melts in your mouth.
Which is precisely why we're not having it.
What do you mean?
Not everybody can shovel it down like you and I can. Some people have to watch their weight. Fellas, about as subtle as a double-decker bus.
Come on, then, you mean thing. Say thank you to your Auntie Emily.
Can't take after her dad. You know I was talking at 6 months old.
Yes.
Ah, you've never stopped since. Oh, blow you then. I think she likes it.
Oh, well, that's all that matters.
You shouldn't have, though, Emily. I told you not
Oh,
to.
it was nothing, love. Sit down and have a drink. Didn't come here to have a drink. Well, all right, then. It's a pleasant surprise. Sherry, all right? Smash it.
Lovely.
Okay, excuse me.
Oh, hello, she's got the shivers again.
Oh, dear, is she cold?
No, it doesn't mean that, love. It just means her overflow's working.
Yeah, she's a little drip, aren't you?
Come on, then, darling. Hey, let's be having you. Ah.
There you go. How's the trip, then, Roth? Well, not bad. I've never travelled that far by bus before.
How is Blanche? Well?
Blooming.
Ray!
What?
Will you bring that tin of baby powder up, love? It's in my tartan bag.
Oh, well. Eldest.
Yes, cheers.
They haven't said anything about the welcome home card.
I didn't leave it.
Why not?
I don't know, it just seemed a bit much, that's all. I didn't want to draw attention to...
Well, you're probably right. It's terribly difficult knowing just what to do.
Yeah.
There was an article in the paper last week about some girl it happened to.
Didn't happen to Deirdre.
No, but it must have had more or less the same effect. This poor girl was in a terrible state months afterwards.
Well, she seems pretty cheerful now.
Yes. Well, she has a nice home and Ray's looking after her.
The baby?
Yes.
My only sunshine, you make me happy when skies are gray. You never know how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Looking
Oh, here, Eddie, Christmas is over. Long live the Queen.
What's she gonna do with it?
I don't know, it's just what they say.
I don't wanna set the
We should give this singing a rest.
I just...
Do you mind, Mr. Yates?
Oh, sorry, Mrs. W. Hey, here he is. Come here, you little devil. Been hearing all about you scrounging the meal off Mrs. Walker. What was it like? Was it scrumptious?
It was all right.
All right. Half a leg of lamb and a wacky great custard. Call that all right?
It was not special.
You know you're getting a right old misery gut, you, Albert. I bet it's the best bit of dinner he's had all year, that.
So what? I reckon I deserve it. I fought for me country.
You did mean it, did you? About me coming for dinner with you. I mean, we can all...
Of course, romantic. We'll just finish these here, then we're off.
Hey, I was only kidding.
Was you? Funny way of kidding.
Hey, Albert, have a cigar. Oh, there you are.
Oh, you're not still sitting there in your muck, are you?
Ah, it's Christmas, isn't it?
It hasn't been Christmas for days, love.
Look, love, haven't you heard? Christmas goes on for a fortnight these days. It's all part of the government's mighty effort to get the country back on its feet again. They're thinking of starting on Easter next, you know. Running it through the wit.
You grubby crow, you've not even had a shave.
No, I don't intend to, neither. Not for about 30 seconds before opening time.
You are, you know. Now, will you please get dressed? This is a living room, not a flipping doss house.
Oh, come on, love.
Come on, nothing. There's a party going on here tonight.
That'll be another 12 hours before that kicks off.
10 hours, half of which you'll probably spend in that boozer. Now, will you get up them stairs and don't come down till you can pass for a human being?
Give us a kiss to be going on with.
Love it. The state your chin's in, I'd as soon kiss a flipping yard brush. And when you've done that, you can start blowing them balloons up, and then you can take our Tracy for a walk in the pram.
Ah, shut up, will you, before I break your glasses.
Do you know I could grow mushrooms on my tongue?
I think I have. You look terrible.
Oh, you want to see it from where I'm standing? Do you know there's a lot to be said, Stanley, for going on the wagon?
You what?
Just cast your mind back and think of the money you've spent on booze over your lifetime. If you'd have invested it instead of digesting it, we'd all be millionaires by now.
That's why millionaires are so miserable. They never something out.
Do you know, I nearly gave it up once.
You didn't.
I did. It shook me. Very nasty. Right on the point I was. Do you know, it was 2 weeks before I finally conquered my willpower.
Right, here you are then, Chuck.
Hey?
Your butties for your snap.
Snap? Today?
Yeah, you want something in your inside, Stan. It's parky out.
Well, I wasn't thinking of going to work today, you know.
You weren't? Since when?
No, what I mean, it's holidays, isn't it?
I've got news for you, Stanley. Father Christmas has already been to our house, and all he left me in me stocking was a great big hole. So if you don't get back on them windows, what do you think I'm going to pay Reenie Bradshaw with at the end of the week? Fresh air?
Flaming Nora. No flaming turkey again.
Now, look, there's folk in some countries would give their eye teeth for what's on them butties.
Not even over dinner, tea, and so on for the last 3 days.
Stanley, it's our duty as citizens of this planet to conservate us natural resources. Now, that turkey's all the natural resources we've got till the end of the week. So let's be having you while I side up in here.
Turkey. I wish I'd never seen flaming turkey.
You think you got problems?
You still got those of yours?
Only 9, that's all.
Oh, well, don't bring them back here. Where have you got them?
Oh, don't worry, Stan. I found a home for them. The trouble is, I've got a nasty feeling they've overstayed their welcome.
looking for that fella.
Who's that, love?
I did flipping Yates. I can't get a thing out of this fridge for these turkeys of his.
Oh, no, you never let him con you into taking turkeys off his hands 2 days after Christmas.
Thought I'd give him house room until he could get rid. I haven't seen him since.
Well, I'll tell him you want him when I see him.
Do that.
Hiya. Your stuff ready?
Oh, have you got a beast of burden, Andy?
Well, there's this fella called Ray. Does a bit of fetching and carrying for me, you know.
Yeah, well, I'd send him round if I were you, love. It is a bit, you know.
Oh, yes, I see what you mean. I'll send him round later.
Right.
Hey, listen, you are coming tonight, aren't you?
Oh, try and start me.
You and all, Elsie?
Oh, I can't wait, love.
Smashing. See you later, then. Stra.
Hey, up.
Hello, Deirdre. You by any chance looking for me?
You?
Yeah, well, a little dicky bird did tell me that you were having a party tonight, you know.
Listen, Eddie, I've got news for you. Firebugs aren't in big demand for parties this year. In fact, me and my coffee table wouldn't invite you to a bonfire party.
Not nice.
I want you.
Don't tell me you want to talk turkey.
I don't want to talk anything. Just get them birds off my premises.
I don't suppose I could interest you in a succulent bird, could I, Mrs. Howard?
Oh, right, love. Who wants turkeys after Christmas? And, then, of course, there's the other thing.
What other thing?
Well, he might be suffering from brain damage or something after that fall off the lorry.
Look, I'll tell you what I'll do with you.
Don't do anything with me, love. Just do something with them turkeys.
20% commission on every bird you sell. How about that? No? No.
Hello, Chuck.
Hello, what are you going to have?
I'll have a tomato juice with you.
Can I have a tomato juice down this end, Fred, please?
Are you on your own?
Aye, she's having her done. How are you?
Oh, all right.
Enjoy our little soiree the other night?
Well, yes, it had its moments.
How is it that two good-looking redheads can't get on?
Well, you've seen them pictures about gunfighters. You know how one of them just has to prove before the end of the film that he's the fastest on the draw.
Hey, come on, get your finger out, Fred. There's women dying of thirst down here.
Stop your mithering, will you? I'll be with you in a minute.
Can I get you something, then?
Aye, I'd like a tomato juice, if you don't mind, if it's not too much trouble for you and your bar staff.
No trouble at all. Really, Fred, there's no need for that tone of voice, is there?
Look, Mrs. Walker, I've only got one pair of hands, haven't I? Who the hell do you think he is, any road? You put him on the flaming council to think that God Almighty.
No, Len. What else can you expect from a pig but a grunt?
Anything else, Len?
No, thank you, love, pal.
Cheers, love.
Cheers.
Yours doesn't send them.
Yeah, Jim knitted them myself and
I
all.
say. I'm looking forward to the day when they send you a kilt.
Yeah.
I've heard about them sexy knees of yours, lovey.
I'll get away with you. You only have to me.
Pints of bitter, please, Betty, and rum for me colleague here.
Okay.
I know the Heck told you that I was your colleague.
That, as they say, Albert, is up to you.
All right.
I'm in a position to make myself a little bit of a killing. And if you play your cards right, I'll roll you in on the action.
What do you want to go and do that for?
Because I need you, Albert.
Now, look, if it's a sub you're after, you can forget it.
Oh, I don't want your money. It's more your pedigree.
Pedigree?
Yeah, you're standing in the community, you know, as a citizen and pensioner and ex-war hero.
Are you trying to pull my leg?
I've never been more serious in my life.
Oh.
Turkeys, Albert.
Turkeys?
That's right. Cheers.
Blimey, you're back early. Putting out a beer or something.
Couldn't keep away from you a second longer,
Oh,
darling.
that'll be the day.
Pie, excellent. Smells good.
Hot pot.
Have you never tasted my Rita's hot pot, eh?
I don't think I have, you know. No. I've heard a lot about it, like.
All right, if you two've quite finished, I don't suppose I could persuade you to force a mouthful down.
Or, well, go on then, since you brought subject up. Is it all right, Fay? Yeah.
No, it is. Help yourself.
Hey, you didn't mind me bringing Alf back, did you?
Why should I mind? I enjoy feeding your friends, you know that. Meet anybody interesting while you were out?
Nobody.
No.
Only me.
Blimey, how many more?
Hey.
You've not come for your dinner as well, have you?
No, I just popped round to see if you're all right for the do tonight.
As far as I'm concerned, yeah.
Well, I should hope so. I've had my hair done.
Good. Aye. How about you, Alfredo?
What's that?
Are you fixed for tonight to do at our place?
Oh, well, I don't really think so. Not tonight, like.
Oh, I see you. Stopping in to wash your hair, are you?
Well, something like that. No, I had a bit of every weekend, you know.
She will be disappointed.
Oh.
Renee Bradshaw. You see, she said she was stopping in to wash her hair till she heard you were coming, like. Ta-da.
Beetroot, a red cabbage.
Pardon?
With your hot pot.
Oh, a bit of both.
Can I help you, Mr. Tatlock?
I'm just taking a turkey.
You mean he's taught you into buying one?
As the acres like he told me to come and get one, that's all.
You mean he's giving you one?
No.
Well, what's going on then?
Look, didn't you tell Eddie that you wanted to get shut of these turkeys?
Yes, I did.
Well, that's what I am doing. Getting shut of them for you. And I don't think there's aught else you need to know. That is, unless you fancy buying one.
I do not.
Oh, well, that's that then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a shame.
Which? Oh, yes. Yeah, I feel a bit... cheers,
Well, do.
Hello.
Can you spare a minute?
Oh, two if you want them, Albert. What's the matter?
Well, I thought perhaps you might be able to do me a little favour. And do yourself one at the same time.
Of course, if I possibly can.
Right, well...
What have you got to look so pleased about?
Ah, well, it's not generally realised, but there's nobody better at it than the old soldier.
Better what?
Come in, the old soldier.
Hello, Rita. Going my way, are you?
I shouldn't think so. I'm going coal sailors, actually.
All right. Can I give you a lift?
Well, it's down Birdie Brow, you know.
So?
Well, if it's not too much out of your way.
Oh, come on, hop in. Okay. I will be there in a jiffy.
Not another one. It's the fourth you've had from that freezer today. What are you doing, burying them?
Look, there was another young woman used to run this shop once on a time, named Florrie Lindley. She was doing all right, and everybody liked her round here. And do you know why?
Used to give you tick, did she?
Because she knew how to mind her own business. And you can learn a lot from folks like that.
Was that a turkey Mr. Tatlock had under his coat?
Yeah, it's the fourth he's had from that freezer today.
The fourth?
They belong to Eddie Yates, actually. Don't ask me what they're doing with them.
Excuse me, will you? I've forgotten something.
£6, did you say?
Yeah, that's right. Mind you, that bird's worth 8 or 9 quid. I'm only letting you have it cheap because I don't want to see it wasted.
Where do you say you got it from?
I told you, British Legion. All us that saw active service at first lot got one. I can hardly bear part with it. And you know, I know if I kept it that more than half of it'd get chucked away, and that'd be a sin. And besides, I had an expensive Christmas. I could do with the money.
Go on then, Albert. I'll take it off your hands. Though heaven knows why.
Right, thank you very much.
Turkey as it is. Right, here. So, 5.
Rushing off, Mr. Tatlock?
Well, no, not exactly.
Oh, good. I'd like a little word with you, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, well, I haven't got much
I
time.
take it I'm right in thinking you've just bought a turkey from him?
Yeah.
One that was given him by the British Legion, presumably as their annual war heroes tribute.
Well, something like that, yeah. Why? Did he offer it to you first?
Oh, yes.
Well, I'm sorry, love, if you changed your mind, you're too late. I've just bought it.
Oh, we haven't changed our mind, Deirdre. We bought it. Or should I say, fell for it.
You bought it?
Along with at least 2 others today, according to Rennie Bradshaw, his actual source of supply.
Albert, what's going on here?
I don't know what the heck she's talking
Albert
about.
Tatlock.
She's talking blooming rubbish.
You see
see before you one of God's most despicable creatures, Deirdre. Somebody who'll play on people's kindness, generosity, and instinctive sympathy towards old age pensioners in order to sell them something. Something they don't really want.
What have you done?
No, I'm just getting started, actually.
Right, well,
Mr.
I'll
Tatlock.
get started. I reckon you two have got a bargain in them birds.
A bargain we weren't actually seeking, Mr. Tatlock.
No, you bought it because you wanted it, not because you wanted to look after me.
We bought it to help you out.
Well, if that were the case, why did you only give me £6 for it?
Because a £6 was all you were asking.
No, that bird's worth £8.
That is not the point.
It is the point, and it's the only point. You reckon that I'm taking advantage of you? It's you two are taking advantage of me.
There's no answer to that.
I'm sure there ought to be.
You're a genius, Albert. A genuine genius.
Oh, you think so, do you?
I know so. What with my brains and your good looks, we'll make a fortune.
Well, in that case, you know what you can do about it, don't you?
What do you mean?
Put your money where your mouth is.
Oh, come on, Albert. You're on 50p a bird.
Well, you're getting £6.
Yeah, but not all profit. I mean, I've got overheads. This is my initial investment.
Come off it. What investment?
I hope you're not suggesting I came by them birds illegally.
I don't know where you get them, and what's more, I don't care. All I know is I want a proper rate for the job.
Who the hell do you think you are, Arthur Scargill? You're getting a proper rate for the job.
Not by my book, I'm not.
Well, what figure had you got in mind?
Well, I won't be greedy. I'll settle for £1 a bird for the rest.
You are? That was your uncle, Dick Turpin, wasn't it? You're going mental under that hat of yours.
I would be if I took that offer of yours.
Look, if you don't like the rate, you know what you can do.
All right, well, I will do. And you can sell your own rotten birds. And they will be rotten, you know, by the time Rena Bradshaw'll take them out of that freezer of hers.
Right, I'll do that.
Yes, you do.
I will. And don't worry, there's plenty more where you came from. Who need the work?
Oh, what's the matter? What's the matter?
Oh, it's a flaming old bandit.
Oh.
Tatlock. Your Hilda's run off with the tallyman stand.
Oh, she'd make less flaming noise.
Hey, looks well in that, you do.
How'd you like it, Eddie?
Yeah, smashing. Does things for you. Is it a Christmas present, was it?
Well, sort of, from me to myself, like.
What are you doing in your shop?
Well, I thought I might nip down the Langtons party for a minute.
I didn't know we were invited.
Well, no, we're not as such, but I do have this little present for Tracy.
And now as be as good a time as any to deliver it, eh, Hilda?
I'll see you two later. Yeah.
Hey, you're very flush at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah, nothing like a little bit of private enterprise, Stanley.
Do you suppose you could...
I'm sorry, Stan. On account of me mum, you know.
What's it got to do with her?
Well, she said never lend money to people. It's the quickest way of losing friends.
She said that, did she?
Oh, yeah. Hey, and you know what? She was right. Because I've never lost a friend yet like that. Well, that proves it, doesn't it?
I'm glad you're able to come. Fill your boots, Fred, anyway. Enjoy yourself, mate.
Short selections number 5.
Shops through. Lovely. Hello. Ah, go off and sit your chair.
Hello.
Oh, Emily, would you mind?
Oh, no, I'd simply love to.
great.
Do you want that for me? I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Thanks very much, Emily.
Well done.
Ladies and gentlemen, having a party. Okay, Fred, love.
Oh, smashing, Deirdre, thanks, love.
Right, I'll have a large anything.
Flaming lush.
Well, it comes to being stuck at home with the baby all day, love. It's how all we mums get.
Get that across.
Yes, that's right.
Hi.
Evening.
Oh, hello, Helga. I fancy seeing you here. Just happened to be passing, did you, in your best party frock, so you thought you'd just pop in?
Little present for Tracy for Christmas.
Oh, well, thanks very much. You can stop for one, can't you? I mean, you don't have to rush off somewhere or nothing.
Oh, no, I think I can spare the time for one.
Oh, good.
A gin and orange, please. Not too much orange.
No.
Yes?
Hey up, kid, it's your birthday.
You are?
Hello there.
Hello, Al. Ray said you weren't coming.
Yeah, well, I changed my mind, didn't I? I mean, I thought it might be a bit unsociable, you know. Oh, I've brought you a present.
Oh, smashing. Look, will you go and put it on the bar, Alf, and get yourself a drink while you're at it?
Right.
Thanks a lot.
Hey, all right. All right.
I wonder what made him change his mind.
Will you give up?
Evening.
I didn't hear Butler announcing you, Hilda.
You was travelling in style today, wasn't you?
Today?
In Annie Walker's posh car.
And where were you in your usual observation post behind front window?
Nothing like it, I always say. Having fellas chauffeuring you about.
Hey, hello, Freddie, all right? Hello, fellas.
What she's trying to tell you is that Fred G gave me a lift today.
All right.
Then when I finished at Wholesalers, we went under the viaduct and made mad, passionate love in backseat of his car.
Right, you've had it through, haven't you? I mean, you're swaying around like a blooming bull rush.
Well, it's a party, innit, Alf? It's what parties are for, mate. Enjoy yourself, fill your boots, let yourself go. Hey up, Rita. All right, love.
Is there by any chance something on your mind, Elizabeth?
Yes, I don't know what you mean, Mrs. Walker.
Oh, come along, dear. You've had a face as long as a fiddle ever since you arrived here this evening. Because of the party, isn't it?
After all, I am Tracy's godmother.
And it is Fred's official night off, and Bet is away on holiday. Believe me, dear, nothing would have given me greater pleasure than to have told you that I could spare you. But I cannot possibly manage on my own tonight.
I'm not sulking about it, Mrs. Walker. It is riling me a bit, though. If I show me feelings on my face, love, I'm very sorry. But that's the kind of person that I am. Yes, Albert?
I'll have half a mile, if you don't mind.
Oh, right.
How's you, Albert?
How do?
Now then, Tatters.
What the heck are you doing in this pub, Turner?
Are you two old muckers, then, are you?
What, him? I wouldn't spit on him if he was burning.
The feeling's mutual.
Oh, sorry to hear that. I thought you'd have been blood brothers, you know, being veterans of the first lot and all that, you know.
Veterans, you were all over before he joined up.
Oh, well, I was only too young.
Look, there were lots of lads went out to France and got killed what were too young, just because they didn't crack on how old they were, that's all.
At least I haven't spent 50 years boring the pants off everybody, like...
I think we'd better sit down, Stanley, before we have a geriatric punch-up on our hands. I wanted you to meet Sam Albert, only he's taking over your job on the turkey shoot at the old rate.
You what? I think you've overplayed your hand, Albert. Oh, I reckon he's overplayed his if you get him mixed up with him.
Now watch it, Tatters.
Yeah, then you watch it, and you better watch him. Have you told him about that last stretch you did for nicking the fishing club's buster money?
Yeah, that were a mistake, that were.
They were, you got caught. You know, birds of a feather.
No. You never mentioned that to me, Samuel.
Well,
that's 1977 year, this, you know.
Not a bad year after all.
Here we nearly got wed.
So it was.
Might have been a bad idea, that, you know. Oh,
Hey, Al.
Sarlo.
Cheers.
At least to 1978.
Cheers. Right.
Oh, that was very nice.
Enjoy yourself.
Oh, can I have this dance, Rita, love?
If you want me to come along to hold you up.
Are you trying to be funny, pal?
Oh, come on, Fred.
Oh, wait a minute. I asked him a question.
Oh, come on now, Fred.
I asked him a question, didn't I?
All right, you've had your flipping question answered. If you can't hold your ale, just buzz off and stop bothering my wife.
There's only one person bothering anybody around here, mate. That's you bothering me.
It's an ill wind and a favourable sun over on TV High Street next with Your Stars, followed by a spot of needlework and craft work. Here on Plus next, the everyday lives of the folks in families.